Hello, everyone. Welcome to this very special episode of the Safety Third podcast.
Why is it special?
Well, you see, it's always special. Every episode is special.
Just keeps on getting better.
Yeah, because if they're all special, then we never have a bad episode.
That's true.
I'm dealing with the aftermath of what you did to this mic last time. I sat down and forgot about it. And it's just like,
hey, you know what? I tightened it. I tightened the Allen key on there.
Where's all the hardware?
I'm just kidding. It's in the cup right there.
Oh,
the Starbucks cup.
I was like, I don't see it anywhere. There's like
it's
40
up on the
screws.
windowsill.
Okay. Today's guest
Is Alex.
needs no introduction.
Hi there, I'm Alex.
You should
No
already know who he
introduction.
is.
You don't need to introduce yourself.
My name's Alex Ernst.
Should we go over the things you don't want to talk about first? I thought that'd be
We
fun.
can talk about anything. What do you want to talk about? We don't have to talk about anybody.
can you censor that one?
Wait, why is that a bad topic?
No, I just don't want to talk about anybody. You know, we can
Right.
talk about anything.
Okay.
Let's
What
talk
if
about
we-
things that people can look back in 1,000 years.
Trying to think of another thing you don't want to talk about so that I can ask you another thing and then we just censor all the things.
What do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about your...
That's okay. We're not going to talk about that.
Damn it. He doesn't want to talk about anything fun. Those will be
We can
censored.
talk about.
Okay, let's
I
talk about
think.
where's Alan and
Alan.
where is Nigel?
So Nigel's in Canada.
We don't
He
wanna
doesn't
talk
do the
about
Zoom?
that. We don't want to talk about Nigel.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Yeah, I don't want to talk
tune
about
in via
Nigel.
Zoom.
No, we can't
Are
figure
you
out how
guys
to do
fighting with Nigel?
that. No, only a little bit.
I like that. I can see myself. So this is an only listening podcast.
No, it's both.
They can see us too.
Yeah, we don't put the monitors not there just so we can look at how handsome we are. I mean,
That's why it's there.
one of the reasons. Yeah,
Oh.
it's called a handsome. Chelsea's telling us there's a podcast called the Handsome Podcast.
Is it this one?
How do you know they're handsome? It's three handsome women on a podcast, and they call it a Handsome Podcast. This podcast is
So,
not as good as that.
have you been on
podcast
any
is.
podcasts before?
I've been on like one podcast. This
How
is
does
like
that compare to
my
this
second
one so far?
Oh, this one's good. You know. We
Okay.
have to start talking.
Should we go over the arc
I've
of
been on a
Alex
few.
Ernst?
I started a few podcasts. I started a podcast, but it didn't work out. So
Why not? Doesn't everyone have a podcast?
I
these
just
days?
don't. I don't know, man. They're so
Boring?
boring, bro.
Well, maybe you just did it wrong.
Did you see
I
the?
didn't do it wrong.
There's a picture on
Maybe I
Twitter.
did do it wrong. What is
It's a gun and it has 4 barrels coming off of it like this.
It's like a sawed off. It's like 4 sawed off shotguns.
like an old pirate gun, and they
it
call it.
start a podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's the anti-podcast gun, so it shoots everybody. Except now we only need 3 barrels.
Well, one person gets shot twice. All right, the Alex Ernst arc.
Should we start this over?
No.
Oh, we're good. Okay.
Yeah, no,
No,
I don't.
think-
I don't actually know much Alex Ernst lore, so this is going to be helpful.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
know. I got
No, I like you've got an interesting YouTube arc.
good lore.
Yeah, I think you've got some good lore. I feel like I like what I kind of, I really like what you've been doing recently. I mean, you haven't been posting a whole lot recently, right?
I
But-
haven't. No.
No, you've been a bad boy.
I have been. I've been losing my mind lately.
Yeah, why?
Haha,
I don't know
one of
why I've
us.
been losing my
Yeah,
mind.
one of us. One of us.
Well, you guys are
One of
posting
us.
at least, right?
Yeah.
I'm
When's
losing
the,
it.
When's the
like,
last time you posted?
2 months ago.
Why?
Oh, come on!
Because I'm losing it.
Mine
I
was
started,
like 4 months.
Yeah, but his videos
Oh,
are like
really?
3
Yeah.
minutes
Okay.
long,
Well, mine so far is 3 minutes. My new one.
and it's 2 months.
It's been a while. Yeah.
I don't. I
Because I'm losing it, man. It's like my style is changing so much, and then I'm
yeah.
like,
That's what you gotta do.
then I'll
though.
film the next day, and it's like a different style again.
Oh,
So
I
I'm
hate
not
that.
doing the same style as I was yesterday.
When I first met you,
Yeah.
you were trying to do. I don't remember exactly what it was, but you wanted like a robot camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I brought the like electric wheelchair base I had
Really
and the
dumb.
remote control.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the sticker you put on it is still there. You named it like Dylan or something like
Oh
that.
yeah, Dylan.
And so you wanted to have like this robot that could like film you doing whatever you
Yeah,
were
yeah.
Oh
doing.
yeah, James Bruton did that.
Yeah.
When did he do that?
He did.
Uh,
6 months ago.
Oh, he did
was
it
pretty
after
good
me.
too.
Yeah.
Actually,
He did it
yeah.
after me, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, his was like. I mean, yours was like more like a bit. His was like an actual. I don't know. I mean, it's cool. I don't think he uses it though,
No,
because it's kind of like. It's not. You know,
it probably takes more to set up
exactly.
than it would be to just like
What did he do?
set
on
the
his
camera on a tripod.
It's like a full science
Full-on
thing.
science.
Yeah, it's like 3D printed. It can like zoom in on stuff. Like when he
Yeah.
points at it, it like follows his finger. So he like presses a button and it tells the camera like what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you say like follow my finger, and he like follows his finger to zoom and point in like on a small part on his table.
That was cool.
The
Yeah.
problem is it's like facial tracking, and so it kind of just like follows a face instead of following the action, if that makes any sense. Like something
Mhm.
I've noticed when you film stuff is you don't want to be, when you have someone who's good filming and someone who's bad filming, someone who's bad won't follow the action.
Someone who's bad will shake.
Well, someone who's bad
yeah.
does worse things.
Also, someone who's bad, they'll look like they'll be watching
Yes.
you, and they won't be looking through
Yes.
the viewfinder. So like the camera slowly just like
Yeah.
starts panning down and down and down.
they're doing themselves what they need to be doing with the camera. Like they're
Yeah.
following, like, because it's not necessarily where is something happening. It's where should I be looking? You know, like an episode of The Office, like the pan back over to someone else. Like that's the kind of thing that you'll never get a robot camera to do. Like somebody, you like throw something and then like the table bonks and then like a vase falls over and that's
And then
off
you'll-
screen and then the camera pans over to it. Like
Yeah.
you can't ever get that out of a robot.
No.
But you were doing
yet.
like
Not yet.
like a sort of like
We just
a
taped a
puppeteered one.
tripod to
A wheelchair.
a
Yeah.
wheelchair.
that had put remote controls on.
And then we just controlled it to go forward. Yeah.
But I remember like I was trying to figure out. I'm like, is Alex playing a character or is this a real person?
Yeah.
In real life,
Yeah.
could you figure it out?
It was like right in the middle, I think.
Oh, when you left, you're like, is he playing a character? Or is
No,
he-
I think when I left, I was like, I think he's more real than I thought he was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was actually. Do you remember the first time that we met?
Uh,
I do.
Warzone?
No,
Was it
no,
Warzone?
no. It was at Will's old house in Burbank. You remember
Okay.
that?
Like the mansion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was so cool.
Mhm.
And you came over, and I think Jonah was over also.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
never hung out with him with you guys. I
No,
don't think.
maybe. I mean, Nick came over a
Wait,
couple times.
Did you guys hang? Oh, he came over. Okay, I remember you guys saw him in like a boat, like a
Yeah,
toy
we
store.
did.
Maybe it was like the day after or something
Oh yeah,
like
we
that.
saw him at the boat store. Yeah. The RC
Oh
store.
yeah. No, okay, but we came over, like you came over,
Mhm.
and there was a BB or an airsoft gun like laying on the counter, and you're like, "Hey, is this loaded?" Then you pointed at Will and you pulled the trigger.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
I don't remember.
It hit him
that.
like right in the belly button.
That did not happen. You're
It
making
did.
stuff up.
It did, and I'm like, "Oh my God, Will, who is this?"
We're gonna die.
Is this loaded?
Uh-huh.
Was it the one I had bought for the hat or something?
No, there was like I think Peter bought them. They were two
Oh, that
tiny
makes
little like
sense.
mini airsoft guns, like the really
Mm.
tiny ones. So
Oh,
like they
I'm
weren't
sorry.
powerful at all.
As
I'm
long as it
sorry.
wasn't the pellet gun that had
CO2 one.
the skewers of wooden skewers we were shoving in the BB gun. And then you're like you sort of your videos have always been kind of like I don't know, how would you describe it? I'm trying to figure out how,
I
because it's
don't
like
know anymore.
it's like real but then like not real. It's like exaggerated.
Yeah, they were. I wanted things to look real, you know.
Yeah.
but exaggerated, of course.
Because you're always really good at coming up with like some of the best jokes in other people's videos.
What do you mean?
Like you're like really good at encapsulating. I think that's why your videos are so short. Is like you sort of do a really good job at like a super like
Yeah, I want it to be really quick.
like the gumball machine.
Oh
Yeah, with the Tesla.
Yeah.
Well,
No, the
Oh.
hack to getting free gumballs.
Yeah,
Oh,
where's
I
that
don't
gumball? You
remember that
fixed
one.
that gumball
It's in
machine.
the shipping container. We can get it.
Oh, did you bring it?
It's here somewhere.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
here.
that's
It's
cool.
It
definitely-
might be buried.
Do you,
though.
do you still have my chairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
I don't. I can't. I
You want
have
them?
no place to put them.
Wait,
Okay.
explain the gumball.
But maybe the
thing.
gumball machine I'll take.
Okay, so the
unless you want
gumball-
the gumball machine, you can have the gumball.
Can you pull?
machine.
Can you look up the Ernst gumball?
Did you just smash it? Is that
Yeah,
how
I
you...
just smashed it.
Oh wait, really?
Don't
Yeah.
ruin the joke.
Oh my God, I don't know.
I mean, people can tell what the joke is.
Don't spoil it, even though you've never seen it. I love how none of these are your official version of the video. It's all knockoffs of it. So it's.
Oh man, we're getting the ad
I think
blocker.
we need
Keep
we need to make an
Notification.
account that has.
Anyway, so I smashed the gumball machine. I teach people how to get.
This is a $200 computer.
Is it?
Yeah,
Where'd you get a $200 computer?
Amazon. It's like a little microcomputer.
Yeah,
Where?
it like
Okay.
it's on the
It's-
back of the monitor.
Yeah.
I teach you how to get free candy from a candy machine. You go to the little flap here on the candy machine, and you flap it up and down 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you go to this knob system here, and you turn it really quick, halfway, 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you take a bat.
and then
That's great.
you did a bigger version for David.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
like
I did
you
that,
made
yeah.
a good
Yeah.
joke
Mm-hmm.
and then just did it for him.
Yeah.
And then, we got his
Yeah.
views and money.
Yeah, I guess.
So
I didn't make any money off that.
on the
'cause
off
I-
the short.
I wish I did because it was too short.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Even with TikTok, I saw like Hank Green, it was like 1.2 cents per 1,000 views. It was like a couple cents per
Oh,
1,000
yeah.
views.
It's
I backed it out and I
worthless.
think what would that be? Like 1 million views would be like $20 or something, and 10 million would be like, imagine getting 10 million views on a short and getting $200. Like that's
that's exactly what happens on YouTube too.
It's for shorts, really.
Yeah, I think I got like 40 million on the laser.
Do you know how much money it
video.
would cost to get that many views, like 10 million views on a short?
I don't know. Like what do you like?
10 million
If you were trying to pay,
bots?
if you were trying to pay for production or paying for advertising to get 10 million views on a shorts,
oh yeah,
dude, it would cost a fortune.
Yeah, like 100,000.
Yeah, like $100,000. So
like show that to pay to show that ad
to 10 million people.
10 million people.
It's super expensive. Like advertising is really expensive, and so getting paid like that little, it's just, dude.
Well, that's because you never see ads on YouTube Shorts.
Yeah,
very rarely. Yeah. So that's why you don't make any money.
I remember in like 20.
Bring closer your mouth.
Oh, I remember in like 2016, I had like Twitter ads.
Yeah.
So I could get ads on Twitter
videos.
videos. So that was, I had a video called "Oh Boy," and that did really well on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I think I made like $1,200.
That's good.
Yeah,
it was
awesome.
like actually,
Maybe it was more. I don't remember. It paid for my flight. That's pretty much
Yeah.
it. It paid for the video, so it was cool.
So you basically the past,
But YouTube never paid me
for even regular videos,
because that same video has like 10 million on YouTube, and I didn't get paid anything.
Yeah.
For that. It sucks.
It's like a lot harder to
They're
actually
short,
make
but
any money on YouTube than I think people like. You either
for
make
the short ones.
yeah, shorts bad, but even like regular videos, like you either make like a little bit of money or a bunch of money. Like, but you have to be. There's so many views are required and so much of retention. Like the shorter stuff is really really hard.
Have you uploaded the YouTube Shorts?
Yeah,
I did one. Yeah.
How many views?
I don't know. I try not to look at it. Yeah.
Have you?
Makes me feel bad.
I've got one that got like 40 million. Another
Okay, how
one
much?
40
How much is like a million? How much money does that make?
I don't know. I think it's like 2,000, 3,000
for 40 million views.
Yeah, I could pull it up,
dude. Do you know?
I mean, it's still kind of cool. It's still kind of cool.
That's crazy though. Like if you could pay $3,000 for 40 million views, you could make so much money selling things.
You could,
but you can't. Sad.
Did you get a lot of subs from that though?
Yeah, actually, I got more subscribers from the short than I do from like regular videos now.
Yeah,
than I did from like any other regular video.
So I remember somebody told me that they were like gaining 10,000 subs a day. Just from the shorts.
Yeah, I have people subscribing to me from YouTube Shorts, and they're like, "How does this guy have 5 million subs? He's only made 3 videos."
Yeah,
they only know me from my shorts. Like it's a completely new audience.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I never look at short. I look at them sometimes, so I don't know how I even got there when I'm looking at them.
You like accidentally clicked on something.
Yeah, like somehow I'm watching YouTube Shorts. I never meant to go.
So 46 million views. It got 2.9.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like $3,000.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, if you think about like what's the video?
Trimming trees with a laser.
So it's like pretty low effort because you pulled it from the main video, right?
No, this was completely.
It was completely different.
Yeah, this was a lot of work.
That's almost
Oh, that was with the CNC.
Like scanning back and forth to cut down a tree branch. Like there was a full.
If you had paid somebody to build a thing like that, it would have cost more than that, probably.
Yeah, well, the laser costs more than that.
Yeah, I know.
That almost paid for your bus.
It did. Yeah.
You think about that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So you basically kind of stopped posting videos for a while.
Me,
yeah, and then you started posting again, and now you're kind of falling back into the not posting. But you bought.
Yeah, I went back, and then I went.
So you did a thing 2 years ago. You did Creator Clash, and you boxed, and you took the money.
Yeah.
How was Creator Clash? How would you do it?
I liked it.
Why didn't you do it again?
Because I didn't want to do it again.
Why?
Because I was asked the next day after I did.
Oh, really? You were still
and
like swollen
and
bruised.
Yeah. I was asked to do another fight like the next day too.
By someone else?
Yeah.
For a different event?
Yeah, for like a KSI thing or something.
Okay.
But
you were a beast in the ring.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was like someone unleashed a wildebeest.
Fun.
Yeah.
I was scared that I would just get like knocked right away. I'm like, dang. Like I'd never even get to like actually use what I learned.
I think that
was only a fraction of your total power.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm out of shape now, but I'd love to get back into shape.
I feel like that's the whole boxing thing. Is sort of everybody's like kind of like a bucket list, or like it's like I don't want to say dream.
Do you want to do it?
Well, that's the thing.
You think about it.
No,
right?
I don't.
Oh,
but I think like the idea of it is I don't know. I feel like it's like the bucket list thing of like everybody.
I'd like to do it, but I don't want to have to like do everything else that like work out and train.
It's a huge
because it like takes up your entire life, right? For like
3 months.
3 months.
I did it for. I think I trained for because he was calling me. He's like, "Why aren't you working out?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in like December.
You're like, dude, like boxing coaches are expensive.
They were, but I was doing Vlogmas, so I was filming every day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I liked that.
And I couldn't.
I like that arc that you did.
Oh, you like that one?
Yeah,
Thank
that
you.
was great.
Yeah, that was fun, but it was stressful
Why?
because I was filming every day, and there was like a few vlogs. I was like, "This sucks.
So
I hate that I uploaded this." You know?
I like the one. I think you were like at your girlfriend's parents' house or your parents' house. You were like just recording in the bathroom or something like that. It was one of them.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know. I like that one.
A few of those ones I didn't like because one was like a minute and 30 seconds. I was like, "Dang."
I think that was one of the ones that you didn't like because you were sharing it. Like, what am I doing wrong? I don't like this one. And I'm like, what are you talking about? This is a great
Oh,
video.
really?
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, just make it shorter. That's my answer.
I don't know. I did do it shorter. It was my shortest one.
So you
My
were-
grandparents were at my house at that time.
Oh, that's
so I was
okay.
shy to film and stuff.
Oh, really?
But then I like started to get out of that.
Yeah.
Like even my aunt, I call her my aunt. I say aunt. I
Yeah.
don't know if you say aunt.
I say aunt.
But
I-
I think she was being supportive. Like, yeah, film with them. And I
Okay,
filmed
that's
my
good.
grandparents a little bit.
That's good.
I got out of my comfort zone, which was nice.
Yeah.
Filming around my mom and stuff. Never done that.
I think what I learned a long time ago is the more awkward you are in real life filming, like breaking the sort of social norm,
Yeah.
the less awkward it feels when you watch it back.
Oh, yeah,
So
definitely.
like, sort of almost like one of those prank channels where you're like in the mall, like confidently, yeah, well, okay, there's some pretty bad ones, but like
Yeah.
if you're
Confidently getting shot.
communicating, right, because even just like talking to a camera as like people are walking behind you kind of can feel weird because it's sort of like, oh, what is this person doing?
Yeah,
are
like
they being
walking
loud?
into a store and somebody's filming. Like,
Yeah.
behind, you know that you're getting filmed. You
Do
know
guys
that like they're
right.
watching.
those?
Not really.
No.
Thanks.
No, I don't necessarily mean like a prank, but like
Oh,
like
okay.
let's say like Tom Scott has done some videos where they film like a library, right? So let's say it's like an active library
Yeah.
and there's people that are like being quiet but you were like in there to film and you have permission, like you're being like you're talking loud and everyone's just like, you kind of feel like you're intruding on people.
Mhm.
And so, but if you like embrace it and do it, it comes across fine. But if you sort of are afraid of it, then it just ends up being more awkward. Like the
Yeah.
footage is worse. So
Makes
kind
it
of
worse.
embracing the cringe of being loud and obnoxious in front of your, grandparents.
It's just hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to get out of that,
I think there's
Yeah.
one prank channel that I like, and it's Vlog Creations.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. those-
I think I just shared a clip
oh, really?
with Emily yesterday.
Mhm.
I don't know what it was.
The beans in the computer. Which
Oh.
one was it?
The bear in the house.
No, yeah. I think it was definitely him.
Yeah.
I literally just watched this last night. It was a pawn shop. He went to a pawn shop.
Oh, yeah.
And he was selling stuff from the pawn shop guy's house.
Yeah.
Oh, how?
Because his wife and the other
they were
pawn
in
shop.
on it?
Yeah, they were in on it.
Oh,
That's my
God.
shirt. I'm not even gonna look at that. Look at that shirt. It's from 19.
Yeah, he did it with a pizza delivery guy too.
Yeah.
Like he had them deliver pizza to their own house, and like he would answer the door.
Oh yeah, I watched that one
yeah,
recently.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy just like went to the door here and walked away.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's really
He
funny.
was so mad. Delivering pizza to his own house.
They did one. I think it was the rental car. They like had a totaled version of a rental car, and they rented the car and tried to return the totaled version of it.
Oh, really?
And or maybe it was
Oh,
a dealership
no.
or something. It was such a disaster. They were so mad.
Kind of like the Jackass prank, but like it was just
Yeah.
a prank. They didn't actually.
They
total
didn't
the
actually
car.
total the car.
Yeah.
It was like a dummy car. I mean,
Uh-huh.
it was a real car, but it was like something they got either. Like I'm
Wow.
assuming going like they
Dude,
go to
I
a
could not
junkyard
do
and-
that. Imagine going up there with a damaged car. Dude, I would be scared they were going to stab me or something
I
like that.
know.
Like just arrest me.
That's what insurance is for. Like, what do they? If you have complete comprehensive insurance, you bring a car back like that. What do they
Oh,
do?
man.
Yeah.
It's just their
Arrest
problem,
you?
right?
I don't know.
Did you know Jabril was a prankster?
Yeah. Yes.
I think he would film with, I don't know. I'm trying to remember. Big Dawes TV, maybe?
Maybe he's got the one
Really?
video.
I had no
think so.
idea.
I
The-
don't know. I
the
think
little
it was
pot. He's like selling a little pot.
That's
He's like,
right,
hey,
I
you want to
saw
buy a
that.
little pot? And
Yeah.
they do it right in front of security or cops.
Yeah, at the mall.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, yeah, I'll buy a little pot. And, the security or cop comes over and is like, what the hell are you doing? And he literally pulls out like a tiny little like cooking
Uh-huh.
pot.
Yeah,
I
that was
talked to
great.
him in like 2010.
Really?
Yeah, Jabril, yeah. So I knew Jabril for a while.
I always tell him, like, why don't you bring that energy into your
What, the
current
prank
video?
stuff?
Not necessarily
Oh.
the prank stuff, but like
Oh, yeah.
way like kind of more bolder and like kind of out, like interacting. Because Jabril is like a could be like a riot, you know.
Yeah.
In real life, like he's so confident. Like I've just seen him. We went to this like conference, this like advertising conference. I mean, it was interesting. We got invited to it, and I thought it'd be a good experience. But he just will like talk to anybody and start any conversation. I'm like, dude, I don't know how you do. Like he's so bold
He's really
and
nice,
loud and like kind of he's like an extrovert until he doesn't want to be an extrovert. Kind of switches.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, in the videos you come across kind of like an introvert, but in real life you're
I
just
feel
like,
he's
let's
a little
go.
bit. I feel like he's a little bit introverted, but also
extroverted. Yeah, that's
If
what I'm
you
saying.
know him,
It's like
he's
it's
extroverted.
one or the other.
It's like you got to get him going to like.
And once you get him going,
yeah.
he's like just a bulldozer through any
really?
social situation. It's like
'Cause
actually
you used to
insane.
live with him at that house in Burbank,
for a
and when I
couple
was
months,
over there, it was like, you know, like we were going out. We're like, hey, Jabril, you want to come out? And he's like, no. I'm just like,
that's
I'm
what I
doing
thought.
stuff. Like he was always in
Yeah.
his room working on some video or something.
Until like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
He always seemed shy when I would go over there. That's why.
I think he was always like trying to get like things done. I do kind of the same thing. You're like, there's this like pressure, like
especially like once a video is like towards the end of the video and you have to get it out.
Yeah.
And you just kind of retreat like a hermit into your lair.
Yeah. Where are your videos?
Huh?
Where are your videos?
Where are they?
Oh, we didn't finish the Alex Ernst arc. Okay, so you basically
What happened?
you were making your videos.
What year are we talking?
Gosh.
What was the first
whole arc.
video that you've ever made?
I made videos in 2009.
Wow. On YouTube?
That's crazy because that was like pretty
prank call
similar to
hookers.
me.
No
Really?
way.
Maybe not in 2009. Maybe it was 2010. I don't know. But then I was like in the prank sphere a little bit. That's how I knew Jabril.
Okay.
And I don't. Yeah. And then I knew a few other pranksters too. But
And then
So
you
what-
started.
were
When
you,
did you
like,
switch to skits? Was that
18 years old or something?
like
or like
younger?
younger?
no, I was like
2009,
14.
14.
Yeah, because
Okay.
how old are you right now?
I had
You're
like
like
a Skype-
25.
Yeah. I would
No, you're
buy-
26. Are you 25?
27.
You're 27.
I'm 27.
Dude, you
yeah.
old ass.
I know, bro. I know. How old are you?
32.
How old are you?
32.
Okay.
Shit.
Someone
We're
called me
young.
ancient
Dude,
in
we
the
started
comments,
YouTube when I
by
was,
the
like,
way. Somebody said
25.
Oh, did you?
Backyard Scientist is the most ancient safety thirder, but he has the most Zoomer humor.
How are you ancient?
And I'm like, what do you mean ancient?
Alan's the ancient
bro.
one.
How old's Alan?
He's a year older. I'm
Yeah.
like 33.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I feel like 2 years of my life kind of just disappeared though, like during the pandemic.
It
like,
actually did.
Yeah.
I don't like
actually
that.
gone.
Don't even bring
I
up
feel like I'm
that.
actually only 30.
I'm like, I get angry thinking about COVID. I
Yeah.
get angry.
It was just sort of like being just like locked up for a couple of years. Like
Yeah,
it's
I
like
know.
we feel like you teleported through time. Like,
I feel like time still is doing this to me.
Yeah.
You know? Like I don't know where time is.
Where'd it go?
Yeah.
Maybe that could be one of your videos, finding time.
Right?
Beating the shit out of Father Time. Finding Father
God.
Time and kicking his ass.
Going back.
Going buck wild.
Oh, wait, so prank calling hookers.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about
What? That's a great thing to talk about.
So I had there was another YouTuber that did it.
Where were the
and
hookers?
then like I like got all this knowledge from it.
Yeah.
They were like on backpage.com at the time.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, like Craigslist.
Like
Yeah.
local stuff?
No, I just like go to like a random like
Okay.
state.
Okay.
And then I'd like get like a Skype number. And I wasn't even prank calling. I was just kind of being mean. So I don't really
Oh,
Oh, they
okay.
did like a 14-year-old kid calling.
I
you.
know.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
not
some Andy
14.
Milonakis energy.
Yeah. But I would I don't know.
That's
I would get them to like agree to the most disgusting like things.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
Like illegal things. Like it
Mhm.
was so I don't know.
No,
I ended up
that's-
taking them down. I was like,
That's
yeah,
it.
this
Nah,
is-
I did. We have some stuff like that.
you were
from when we
14.
younger,
That's
Yeah.
fair game.
Well, it's like you're young.
Yeah.
B, you're seeing what other people are
Yeah.
doing. C, it's old YouTube
Yeah.
where shit was way more wild.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
lot of stuff people were doing back then. I mean, you sort of seen it come back to bite people in the butt. You just
Yeah. Do you remember the old phone sex hotline numbers that would appear on Comedy Central at night and stuff like
Yeah.
that? It was just
I
like,
remember the commercials.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we would call them when I was like, I must have been like 10, 12
Don't they
years
charge
old.
you or no?
They don't charge you until like they connect you to
No, they
somebody.
charge your
Okay.
parents.
Yeah.
So we would call them and we would just like listen to the recording.
Yeah.
And it was like some girl like, oh, you want to talk to some hot blondes and stuff like that. And we're like, yes, no. And then we would hang up.
How much money do those things make?
Probably not as much as they used to.
Yeah. I'm not even sure I could begin to guess.
I thought of this the other day. I mean, you guys
Side
probably already brought this up to him,
Yeah.
to Nigel.
Yeah.
He should make meth. Like he should.
We've talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys definitely have
Like
talked-
international waters.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Well, because you.
And then like a mini docuseries.
Yeah.
20-minute episodes focused on each person.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be one of these people. I want an episode.
You smoke meth or
And I
something?
try meth, but you know,
Okay.
There
you
was-
guys try meth.
There was. Did you ever see the YouTube channel that was like some like Dutch or some Netherlands?
Vice?
It's like it was super
No?
educational. Like there was
Get-
nothing about it that really
Get
made
your
you
favorite
yeah.
YouTubers like
to do
Mr.
meth.
Beast
Yeah.
does meth.
But okay, I think that there's a way you could do it. The problem is you cannot do it on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
It's like even if you made it legally and did it legally, showing it on the platform would not be like they would not let you do it.
I've had an idea of how to make meth and get away with it. It's called Twitch Makes Meth. I think I've talked about it before, but basically
Yeah.
you have all the ingredients and all the glassware set up like on a shelf, and then there's a robot arm, and like everybody in chat has to control the movement of the arm to just like
Mhm.
pour the beakers into the other beakers.
Yeah, where
so
does
then it's
it?
legal?
Well,
I don't know.
No, I think
mean,
my
A
guess.
robot's making it.
you didn't do anything wrong.
What is
Chat goes
When-
to prison.
when does it become illegal?
Chat goes to prison.
When does it become illegal? Or?
Yeah, when does it become illegal?
What it
The-
probably right now.
No, but like you can buy.
We're
You
not
can.
doing it.
Is it intent? Is it like what's the Tom
Educational.
Cruise
Can't we
movie?
do a lot of things if it's educational?
What if you just have a bunch of chemicals on a wall and you can make anything with them, but whatever happens, like,
Right.
you know what everyone's gonna do is probably
Right.
just make meth.
Right.
Yeah.
So is it if you remove the intent?
Mm-hmm.
Were you like? Because I mean, what's the movie with Tom Cruise? The predicting crimes.
Oh yeah.
Minority Report.
Yes.
Like if you sort of have, what do you need for meth? Is like gasoline. What do they do? Sudafed. Like
Lithium batteries.
is it actually like is it kerosene? What explodes?
Diethyl ether, and ammonia.
Is that the shake and bake method?
Yeah. Shake and bake.
So
But for the show, it'd have to be pure, like Walter White. Like pure.
well,
I think it makes pretty pure.
so you don't feel like, you're gonna feel crappy, right? But
I think you feel crappy no matter what. I'm pretty sure the crappiness comes not from the chemicals,
But like,
but
what's
from
like the most
From the
healthy
chemical
way?
the
leaving.
withdrawals. Yeah,
Yeah.
What's the most healthy way to do it?
not or small dose.
Definitely Energizer instead of Duracell, or
they sell it like not sell it, but you can buy it like as a prescription. Like
meth?
it's yeah. It's
oh,
called
isn't that what Adderall is?
no, it's like actually meth, and they use it for like people that really have insomnia, like actual
Oh.
insomnia, like literally
Ah.
fall asleep while you're driving kind of thing.
But it's probably extremely controlled.
Yeah, and
and
I
super low dosage.
think it's only like 5 milligrams.
yeah.
Wait, I thought insomnia you stay awake.
Oh no, yeah,
Oh,
you're right. I'm thinking of
narcolepsy.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
It's like
Yeah, good call. That's why I'm not a doctor.
Doing it.
Oops! I've been prescribing people the opposite of what they need.
I don't
Oh,
get it, man.
man.
My insomnia is so much worse.
I haven't slept in a week.
Oh man, I
Dude,
gave
I
you
feel
meth.
great.
What job? You do a really good job at like being a trucker or something, though, right?
Uh-huh.
Truckers do meth, right?
Yeah,
I'm
I think
sure.
that's a pretty notorious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I mean they piss in bottles. I'm not sure meth is too many steps away from that.
It's kind of scary that they're on the road doing meth, though.
Yeah, how much do they weigh? How much does a tractor trailer weigh? Like
80,000 pounds.
is it 80? Is it actually?
I
80?
think that's like the max.
So that's a lot of weight.
Maybe that's just like a rumor.
Maybe we want them on meth if they're driving an 80,000-pound tractor.
Yeah,
trailer.
meth
Yeah.
is what keeps the world going, man.
I think if you put like all the ingredients on a table and a robot arm that chat could control, I think that on its own would probably get you into some trouble, is my guess.
Well, it depends where
yeah.
it's a live feed of a robot, but where's the robot and where's the live feed? On
The
open
live feeds,
waters?
Twitch.
It's in a van outside the FBI headquarters.
Oh, so the FBI's in trouble.
I think this starts to. I think if you have to.
I don't think you can have all those supplies, right? I mean, gasoline's legal.
I think if anything we've learned from some of the stuff we've done is the instant an agency starts having to figure out what you did, you're in a bad situation.
Can I ask a
Yeah.
question?
Yeah.
I don't know if this is. I don't see why not.
That's I don't think you understand. That's exactly what this podcast is.
Was the CIA investigating your event for rockets?
No, I doubt it.
Oh, okay.
No.
I heard there was like a rumor
No,
where they were like looking at the list
I don't think
for
so.
some rockets. Maybe not the CIA, but like
What do you mean
FBI.
rockets?
Because there was
There
like
was a big rocket
a
there.
guest or something.
There was
Background checking.
for who?
I don't know who. That's what I thought you would know.
No, I don't.
Because there was some people that brought like giant rockets,
Oh,
like
yeah.
amateur
Mhm.
rocketry clubs.
Yeah, no fuel. I mean, one of the rules was like, no, we can't have anything like no fuel in the building or anything.
But
like
these were
that.
just like, college clubs. It wasn't
Yeah.
anything like a real rocket.
There was a big one.
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah.
that was still like
That was a
college-
guy. That was like
yeah.
a much more. That guy was awesome too. He invited us out to go launch. We should do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. That
I
sounds
think I have
great.
his card. I don't know. I kind of just.
A big rocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like what, 25 feet long or
It was
something?
massive. Yeah. It took
Yeah.
up 3 booths. I think. It was like literally. It was like, I think 24 feet. It was like exactly 3 booths long.
Huh.
But no, I think like with some stuff, you want to be like explicitly in the clear. Because if somebody comes in and starts having to decide if you did something illegal or not,
Mhm.
like that's bad. Like you don't want
Yeah.
somebody paying attention. You want someone to be like, no, that's like fine, and it's too far away from the line.
Yeah.
So I feel like
Yeah.
international waters.
You don't want to have a law named after you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure
exactly.
there's laws with international. I don't think you can do meth there, right?
If you. Okay, but here's like, let's say you had a bag of meth. This podcast is
Okay.
gonna get destroyed.
We don't have to talk. We can change the subject.
And no, it's too late. And
Okay.
you like take it to the police station
Okay.
and you surrender it.
Yeah.
You don't get in trouble for having a bag of meth, right?
No.
They have those
No.
programs where you can.
Unless it was like a
So what if you get
lot.
pulled over and you say, "I would like to suspend," or "I would like to what was this? Surrender"?
Oh yeah.
This like if you say you want to surrender it, like I was driving to the police station to surrender this 2-pound bag of meth.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
Because like you see, there's like kind of a lot of gray area of like if you
Uh-huh.
surrender something, you should be fine because like technically how
It's
else are
like
you
you're in
supposed to
Florida
do
and you find like a giant bag of
Yeah.
weed that floats up from
Right.
like a ship that capsized.
it? Right.
And then you're like, you just
They would
drive
probably
around
say
it.
don't take it.
Oh,
But like, what
okay.
if you rented a rental car and you opened the trunk and there was a
Yeah,
bunch-
what if I just
Yeah.
wanted to get it off the beach because the kids were going at it like seagulls. So I
Yeah.
threw it in the back of my pickup truck and I was on my way to the
Right.
police
Yeah.
station and I got pulled over.
Right.
And they're like, "Sir, you're at McDonald's drive-through and you're very baked."
Sir, you're on.
And you're completely wired.
Yeah, man. I was just getting 6-piece. and
Sir,
I was
you're
good.
driving 1 mile an hour
So
on the
right.
highway.
To answer your question though, I think Alex, I would definitely watch a YouTube video of Mr. Beast doing meth.
Oh yeah.
I would
Yeah.
watch it. I think that would do really well.
Yeah.
I
That
think,
would
I think
do-
a lot of people would want to watch it.
I think that would start a drug problem though too. You know.
Yeah, feastables, methables.
Bethables.
So you boxed,
I boxed. Yeah.
which I'm still very proud of you.
Thank you.
I don't have the courage to do it myself. I feel like the stories I've heard from everybody, I'm glad I didn't do it
Why?
because it just I feel
Nobody
like
did it again.
nobody did it again. Very few people
well,
did it
very
again.
few
People did it
people.
again, yeah.
Yeah.
It was just I feel like a very kind of brutal experience. Like you just be like getting in a fight with a bear and surviving. You're like,
I'd fight a bear.
yeah,
You
and
think you
lose.
could?
I don't. It's a good story,
mean-
but a bad experience. I feel like.
If I had a camera, would I fight the bear? Yeah. If I didn't, I'd be like, shit.
If I had to,
I'm
fight
about
a
to
wish I
bear-
had a
fight
ca-
this bear without a camera.
I was thinking about that the other day. How many people have survived a fight with a bear?
Well,
I
you're
think a
supposed to
lot.
fight one of the bears.
Yeah,
But another bear, you're supposed to be like,
Which one is that?
lay down. I think it's I don't know if it's a black.
black bear
I
is
think a-
fine. Brown bear is bad.
Yeah.
What
So
about a
it's
white
like
bear?
brown. We actually should
Polar
should-
bear, you're
brown.
fucking, you're done.
lay
man.
down.
Say your prayers.
I think
Definitely brown. I think is the.
I think brown is the one you can fight. That's
the one where you just kind of
Okay,
like play
this-
dead.
I think they
conversation's
recommend to
ending
fight
in-
the brown bear.
No,
honestly,
fight back.
they honestly
Yeah,
yeah,
recommend
no,
fighting one of
black
them.
bear. You seek out
Yeah,
black
look that.
bears to fight.
Charges or attacks, fight back with everything you have.
Yeah.
If you surprise a grizzly, you surprise a black bear and it charges and attacks, fight back.
Oh, I did this backwards. Is that right?
Yeah,
If you
grizzly
surprise a
bear.
black
Yeah.
bear, it charges. Fight back.
Fight, flee, fuck.
What's the? What's
that
the,
order.
I mean, you
Yeah,
might.
Which bear is it? The polar bear you fuck?
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
you have-
polar bear, yeah.
Flight, fight, flee, fuck. What is the what's the what do you call the mnemonic? What's the mnemonic for it? Something black, fight back.
If it's brown, lay down. If it's
But this is the opposite.
white, say
yeah,
good night.
if it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lay down or something.
Huh.
I don't know. I was in Yosemite and I saw a bunch of bears and I thought they were grizzly bears
Oh,
because they were like they're brown, but they're black bears, but they're brown. So
Oh, so none of this matters.
They're grizzlies?
No, they're not. There's no grizzlies in California.
Basically, stay inside all day.
But I guess like for real
Just be
grizzly bears
afraid.
are like
Yeah.
4 times. They're huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, at that point, you're just.
I think there's grizzlies in Montana.
Oh yeah.
There's grizzlies here, I think.
I don't think so.
You sure?
I like
What's
bears,
our
though.
mascot's like a grizzly bear on the flag.
Yeah, it's
Is
a
it a grizzly or
trophy to
brown
the
bear?
to the destruction of grizzly bears.
What is the.
There's
What's the bear on the California flag?
it's a California grizzly.
It is a grizzly.
Yeah.
So that one you would lay down.
Yeah.
You get
No,
fucked.
that one you actually shoot it like all the other grizzly bears in
And
California.
their skull's so thick.
The
that nothing
so-called
happens.
environmentalists.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So would you get in trouble if you shot a grizzly bear because of it attacking you?
No.
I think you
No.
would.
No.
No,
What if
you
an
wouldn't.
eagle attacked you?
If you shot it with a sniper, I think you'd get in trouble.
Yeah.
It was
It was
coming
coming
right
from
for
way-
me. It looked at me.
It was coming. It was 3 miles away, man.
So you fought a grizzly bear in the boxing ring.
I mean, it felt like it. It felt like hell in there, bro.
Yeah. Did you ever use the footage of you in the shower with the blood running down the drain that I filmed?
No.
No.
Uh-uh.
So I like I just like filmed so much stuff for so many people because I'm like nobody is going to be filming right now because it's such a like kind of horrific.
I remember you
experience.
were running around like
Yeah, I was
a
going
madman.
crazy. I sent
Yeah.
footage to like 15 different people. I was
Yeah.
filming everything. And I have a shot. I was filming below the shower door, Alex's feet, and there's just like blood swirling in the drain.
Dude.
It was so bad. I was like, this is so brutal.
I think you had one of the roughest fights.
It
Yeah.
was fun.
Yeah.
Is your nose messed
If
up at all?
not the roughest
Did it
fight.
break your nose?
It didn't break my nose, but I feel like my nostril, like this side,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's some like cloggage. And I feel like I was able to like whistle the other day with it. Like,
I
don't know if I can do it. Hang on.
Yeah. Do you have allergies? I wonder if it made it
I think
worse.
it's fine.
Alex Ernst ASMR.
No, it's ASMR. Did you ever go to a doctor, like an ENT?
Yeah, I went to a doctor. He gave me a bunch of stuff. Then I went to
Like
another
nasal
one.
sprays?
He gave me like a spray.
Like
I don't
Did he
know
give you
Flays?
something for your
Was it a
insomnia?
brown bottle or
He said if I took it 3 days,
Afrin?
it's
That's
addictive.
bad.
Afrin.
It's like a dependency. yeah.
I didn't become dependent.
No, for Afrin. When I used to do it, I would switch nostrils every night, and then I actually think that's
Oh, that's like the stuff when you stop using it, you
Yeah,
start like
it-
making even more boogers. And,
It's
or
not
something.
even.
Like,
It's
you
like
just
it
get more
opens up
congested.
your like nasal passageway. Like
Yeah.
it just it's. I don't know what it does, but it literally just opens everything up,
Yeah.
and so you can breathe through your nose. And if you do it for too many days in a row, it like rebounds. And so if you stop taking it, you literally can't breathe.
Oh yeah, speaking of nasal spray, I think there is a nasal spray that is actually meth, but it's the mirrored version of meth, so it doesn't get you high.
Isn't that Adderall too?
No, that's
They say Adderall is a meth. I
It's
thought.
amphetamines.
probably pretty close.
Didn't Nigel have a whole tirade about the left and right-handed meth?
Help is available. He looked this up. And, no, it's not meth. It's like four atoms off meth though. It's pretty close.
They just take meth and shorten it, or do they make it longer?
Meth is longer.
Meth is longer. So
Yeah,
just
it has. It's like Adderall with a little tail, a little donger coming off
They
of
took
it.
the gasoline out of it.
They took the addictive part out. They took the fun out of
It's
it.
like a defanged
did.
lion.
But my
Okay.
nose was like completely clogged. I couldn't
Yeah.
breathe like at all.
For how long?
Like 2 days. Then I did go a day. Then I went to the doctor.
Yeah.
Well, I'm at the table with my mom the day after my fight. We're at like a dinner. We're eating dinner. We're going on like walks. Like I just got beat
Yeah.
like up, you
You're
know?
just like cruising around.
And we just decide,
Yeah.
oh, it's a new day.
Yeah.
Wake up at 8. Let's go look at the beach. We're in Florida.
You just
You know?
get dragged along.
Yeah, I got dragged.
Your
away.
body's just like still like
Yeah.
recoiling. Like
It's just what happens every time.
Oh man.
But then I'm at the table, can't breathe. And then I get DM, you want to fight again? I was like, no.
Dude,
yeah.
But then
like
I went to the
vultures.
doctor. They gave me that, cleared me out.
Yeah.
Couldn't taste anything. I was like, hell yeah, I can't taste anything.
You
And
had COVID.
I did have COVID.
No!
Yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah.
I got COVID.
Oh,
Everybody,
man.
you were there, remember?
Yeah,
everybody got
I
COVID.
didn't
I
get
didn't.
it, but
People had COVID.
yeah, I do
People
remember
started-
that.
I remember
now.
Alan and I got out of there. We like tried getting tested, and we
Oh, yeah,
you were
'cause
going
Alan-
back to your house, and Sandra had COVID.
Yeah.
And we were like, we have to just get on a plane out of here. So we tested negative. We stayed at a hotel instead of your house just to stay away from
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Because like I cannot get stuck here.
And then you guys came to my hotel where I had COVID.
That was before. I never tested positive.
You guys had a smelly room.
Me neither.
And I couldn't
Yeah.
smell your room.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Oh, was that in Florida?
I thought you guys are crazy.
Yeah, we were. That was. I think everybody. That was definitely.
Yeah.
Oops.
But that was the first time I ever had COVID. So I was wondering, is it connected to your adrenaline glands?
COVID?
Yeah.
No, but if you're when you get beat up like that, your body is providing you some things.
Oh, do you
Yeah.
think that you had COVID during the fight? Like, do you think it was
No,
like
I
just
don't-
coming on,
I think right after.
or you caught it after?
I feel like it was because my adrenaline.
No,
Does
it's
that
like
make sense?
oxy.
Oh, like it lowered your immune system, and then like it
Maybe. Does
infected you
adrenaline
easier.
do that?
No.
Because
Stress
what if we go
does.
jump
Stress
out of a
does.
plane today? What if we have COVID in like a few days?
Adrenaline, does it stress you out? Adrenaline?
I think being in a fight stresses you out,
Yeah.
and training.
I would
for a
say
fight.
that you were going through such an experience that there's probably a variety of
Yeah.
factors that were
But then again, so
contributing.
many people got it. It's
Yeah.
not like
Yeah. But I've never had it
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
those years.
What does your body release inside of you? Like, is like oxy. How do you say oxy, Cody? What is like your painkiller, your internal painkiller?
I don't know.
Oxy.
No, not like
Because you get like
oxycodone or
I
anything.
think there's something.
No.
No. Your body gives you a bunch of free stuff when you're hurt.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think that's like hormones, though. I don't know if it's
Maybe.
a specific like chemical.
I feel like that would definitely mess with your head after a fight too, because you're probably in like so inflamed and so much pain that you've got.
Oh my god, I can't think of the word. It's
Tylenol.
No.
Body release.
Endorphin.
yeah, endorphin. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, you get endorphins from anything, right?
Yeah. I think it's kind of why people get like a runner's high, is that they're actually sort of hurting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When you have a runner's high?
Yeah. I think it's like
Never experienced that one before.
I don't really either.
Alright.
Anyway, speaking of grizzly bears, I want to bring this up again because I just saw a crazy video of a grizzly bear. Like, you made a joke about the sniper thing,
Yeah.
but I just saw a video where it's like a grizzly bear is 2 miles away from this moose. And it sees this moose, and it's like this guy is like, across a canyon, and he sees this grizzly bear, and he's just following. He's like, why is it running? Why is it running? Then he sees like a moose 2 miles away, and the moose sees the grizzly bear, and it starts running. And it's like, dude,
There's no way that
no way to get away from that grizzly bear. And you could just see it like closing in over like 2 or 3 minutes.
the grizzly bear's got to be a fat ass.
And
though.
then the moose or whatever it is jumps in the water, and the grizzly bear's like a freaking jet ski. It's just like goes right
gets
to
the
it.
moose?
Gets the moose.
Huh.
Yeah, from like 2
the
miles.
moose couldn't get away.
Nope.
What?
Yeah,
I feel like the moose would be
I
way
think
faster.
I saw that. I don't know.
it was crazy.
He just like shreds the moose.
You can't really see it because it's so far away.
Dude, I think
But-
that life could be so much worse. Like
In
actually.
the wild,
Yeah.
Could you imagine like you have any problem you have right now is like nothing compared to having to
live in the
you
wild.
imagine like you're like taking a crap, you look up and there's a grizzly like actual war
Yeah.
crimes. Like
Like grizzly bears like busting through your
Yeah.
like little log cabin
you're like taking
out
a
in the
crap
frontier.
and it eats you while you're pooping.
Oh my
Doesn't care.
god.
Like you're
no
like,
respect.
No respect.
Do they? They just attack?
Dude, animals just they don't
Fuck.
there's no chill.
think-
They just
yeah.
murder you.
I get afraid of me like attacked by like a hawk. Do they
Mm,
attack humans?
No, not really. Maybe like
no, maybe I've
like
heard them
the-
like swoop down on
yeah,
somebody's head and like grab their
crows.
head. And
That's
then-
what I'm
Yeah.
afraid of.
You could probably get like cut up pretty bad, or they could
Yeah.
peck your eye out or something. But I don't think there's
Just,
no
like,
way they could kill you.
Knock me out? I don't know.
No. Maybe a really, 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 really big
Like it just
one could drop a
swoops
rock
down.
on you.
Yeah. Okay, that's scary.
Like a
What about the
golden
ones like the
eagle?
herons? They have the really long beak. What if they just like
Yeah.
dive down and just skewer you?
They probably like
Yeah.
mess themselves up too, though.
Yeah.
Or woodpecker just sits. So you'd have to
Oh,
let
yeah.
it peck through your skull, though. All right, so you did a boxing match. Did they say how much they paid you guys?
Yeah, they did.
They paid you like was it $50,000?
It was 47.
47.
And I
Which
gave
yeah.
2,000. And then I paid taxes.
Oh yeah.
And then yeah.
Which actually, like when you think about kind of what you go through for something like that, is really like I
Mhm.
mean,
I thought it was cool.
it was like
I
6
mean,
months of training. You're really beating the crap out of yourself. I think some pro fighters don't even get paid that much though, so it's actually like a pretty
Yeah,
good.
I think
deal.
it's a
thought it
pretty
was- yeah,
fair.
I didn't-
yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't mind, man. I was going in there for 20,000.
yeah.
But then, yeah.
And then you use that money
Use the money
to buy the like shittiest little piece of land.
Hey, it's not shitty, man.
Oh yeah.
It's not. I like it. I love it, bro. At
What-
first,
so-
I was
All
like,
right, you want to go through that? Why
Yeah.
did you buy a piece of land?
Because I don't know.
I love how you get. I mean,
need
I don't
some
know.
kinda
This is
hope.
exactly what I would do.
you know?
So this you've entered your like off-grid arc. Your survivalist
Off-grid,
arc.
but like right in the middle of Los Angeles.
Yeah, homesteading arc.
It's like what I love about the land is the house. There's houses around it that are worth like $1 million, and I'm just a pest.
Do they know you're there?
Yeah, a few of the people know I'm there, but there's a creek like in the middle, like in between. Like it's kind of cool.
Oh yeah,
I don't own any. Of the
like
creek,
with.
though.
Oh, you don't like own the.
The
creek?
neighbor owns the creek, I
okay.
think. But or
Is there
can you
water in
even
it
own
right
a
now?
creek? Yeah, there's just water that flows.
I wonder if you could put like a little generator on there.
That's what I, yeah,
Like
I
a
was thinking
water
little
wheel.
I
tube.
think you can
Yeah.
own the creek, but there's easements. I think like you can't do whatever you want with it. But
Yeah.
I think if it's on your property, like you have exclusive access, but you can't like build a dam or pump all the water out.
I'm pretty sure you're allowed to be in the water.
You can go in the water.
Yeah.
wouldn't-
No, I'm just saying you couldn't like construct
Oh
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that it runs through, like, you can enter, I think, any body of water, like a river, as long as you don't get out of it.
I don't know.
I heard.
Oh.
I mean, this is just what I'm saying. I'm not a lawyer or a fish law, but I think
I
you
think you
can.
can still get shot.
Probably. I'd be careful where you try that trick.
What, entering a body of water?
Yeah. Usually
Yeah.
the people that have control over stuff like that have a lot of money and they do
Uh-huh.
lots of things to stop you from doing it. Like you ever seen any like the beaches, like how they block off or like
Yeah.
have natural like beach block off so they can kind of take over and privatize
Yeah.
the beach?
Yeah.
I don't really like that.
Or it's like a cattle rancher that owns
Yeah.
like, 10 miles of land, and it's like the river goes through the middle of it, but there's no way to get to the river
Yeah.
because it's all private
So it's
property.
like there. Well, what's the corner locking thing called?
Oh, dude, don't get me started on that.
yeah.
the
What, landlocking?
Landlocking?
Yeah, they call it like corner jumping or something like that. Corner crossings.
So you can like buy land from like the government or I don't know how it works.
It was like they gave away land or something. So
Yeah.
it's like if you look at a picture of the United States, say like an aerial view,
Mm.
imagine a checkerboard. So like the red spaces are land, are public land that anybody can own,
Yeah.
are red squares, and the black squares are owned by the government for public use. Anybody can go there and dirt bike, ATV, hunt, anything like that. But the reds or the privately owned squares are all like owned by
They'll
really
buy
big
4
companies.
blocks around a center
Yeah.
block
And then
that's
they-
publicly accessible, and then
Yeah.
you can't get to that center block because you can't cross it from any direction
Yeah.
without trespassing. And so then they effectively get the 5th block free. And if you keep doing that,
Yeah.
you keep getting all the intermediary blocks for free so you can have your cattle. And then you get permission to like have your livestock or whatever, I think, kind of like graze.
Yeah, from the BLM. they
Right.
give
So you can
yeah.
pay for like half the land
Hmm.
and then get a
It's-
bunch of
It
free
is
space.
such a
Yeah.
it's such a hack, and it's the government's like siding with the private landowners.
Yeah.
It's the most bizarre thing because it's like, you're not. How are you trespassing? What if you jump a dirt bike from one side to the next?
Yeah.
Technically, like your elbows are going to be over their airspace.
Right.
But like
Oh, you
don't,
can't get airspace, huh?
you don't own airspace,
No.
right?
No,
So-
there's
You get a helicopter
like a home. Yeah, you could.
and then go to your piece of
On
land
the
if it's
when you
landlocked.
when you get a deed,
Yeah.
there's like something about mineral rights too. So there's something about how deep down
Oh.
you could like
Yeah.
because
like
you
if you
bought-
discover oil on your property, it's like
it's
you don't
not
actually
yours.
get that.
It's not
No.
yours.
Come on. Who
I'm
gets
pretty
it?
sure if you discovered like
Exxon.
I don't know. I actually don't know. But like when it would be the local
military comes in
government,
and takes your house
they just,
from you.
they blow you up. Yeah.
Put like a pump jack on it.
even if you find gold, right?
I think. Well, if you find, you never find gold.
You never find gold.
You never found gold.
No.
Oh.
You never found gold.
I never will.
No.
Never will. You never did. You never will.
There's not gold in
I want to
those
go to
hills.
that creek though. I want to see if I can find gold in it.
No, but you never found any. Well, where
Yeah.
does that go? How does that land?
Hmm.
What?
It's not a mineral right at that point, is it? If it's in the creek.
No, there's so many weird laws like that.
Yeah.
They're
If you
gonna
ever
be
if you
mad
ever
about-
find gold, you never found gold.
Yeah.
$40 if I find like a little.
No.
I don't know.
Like people in Colorado, they do stuff like that. But it's like, even in California, I was reading
Mm.
like, people panning for gold in like public waterways, and like that's illegal. You can't do that
Oh,
But you'll
really?
probably never get in trouble for it.
unless you put it on YouTube.
I mean, that's
You know,
what, I do want to make a YouTube video. of me
Well,
doing
You could
that.
do it. You know when you get in trouble? When you find a lot of gold.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I would just do it.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
definitely
I'm
do it.
gonna try it.
Unless you find a lot of gold, then
Or
never
unless
did
you
it.
like set up a whole operation and you're like paying people to go down there and pan for gold, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you. I don't think you'll. No, I would just do it.
I would just
You're
do
not
it.
finding any.
I would also
gold.
just build the house on the hill.
Yeah, I would say you keep trying to get me to go to your property, and I wanted to tell you. So you bought the property.
Yeah, you don't want to
We
come?
have got this arc. No, I do want to come. I have
Oh.
one stipulation. I have to be able to poop there.
Oh.
I don't care how.
Okay, I can get a portable toilet.
It could be an outhouse.
I have a portable
It
toilet.
could be a hole in the ground.
I'll just bring the portable toilet.
I have to have privacy too.
It would be in a bag. Okay, I'll get like one of those little.
Can you build like
Privacy
the Shrek, like the
Oh,
swamp
yeah,
shack?
the
Yeah,
outhouse.
the outhouse.
Can I get in trouble for making that? Like, I don't know what I can do.
Okay, here's.
I had a trampoline. I got rid of it.
So I've been talking to the local government a lot. You know, I haven't done it recently.
the city of this.
Yeah, exactly.
Township.
And what I realized is, right, so I have all these grand ideas. You know, I've got all sorts of exciting things I want to do.
Yeah.
And I went there and I started asking the questions. And it took me only a couple of visits to realize that they are not there to help you.
What do you mean? They don't want to have a monster truck rally in the
Dude.
backyard?
They, first of all,
Do they not?
they
know?
can go fuck themselves. We're absolutely going to have a monster truck rally in the backyard. And there's nothing they can do. As long as it's not commercialized, right? Really. I mean, what are they going to do?
Yeah. We just happen to be friends with people that have monster
Yeah.
trucks.
And we let them drive.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys know Gravedigger?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. We're
Grave
establishing
digger?
our alibi right now. Yes, we do.
Yeah. Yes. Gravedigger is my mom.
Oh, jeez, man. Favorite monster truck.
Really?
Yeah. Your mom.
It's the only one I know.
They got a bunch of weird ones now.
Oh yeah, do they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like a sort of like a Hot Wheels vibe. They're just trying to make toys, and so they're kind of geared the trucks towards toys.
My hometown, there was like a car dealership. They're doing like a grand opening, like monster truck game. It was Gravedigger. I had a picture of Gravedigger. They gave me one. I don't know. They just had a bunch. The Gravedigger driver signed it Gravedigger. Like he just wrote Gravedigger.
They have
I don't
different
know,
drivers.
it's so
I didn't know that, but like
Yeah.
the whole company like they switch drivers, so it's not like a driver. I always thought it was.
It's just a company. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of a bigger like I think that company owns all the cars.
I think it's
right?
more of like you've got the truck and then you've got like the personality behind the truck.
Yeah, it's
too.
kind of like a circus a little bit. Like
How
there's
many
a whole
trucks
act.
exist?
There was like
10.
good dozen.
Yeah.
maybe somewhere in
Is
there.
there only one Gravedigger truck, or is there like?
Oh, I don't know.
10, 20?
There might be a few,
Okay.
but I think that they're
Runes
just like backups. Like they might use one for publicity at places. They might use
Yeah.
the main one for like
My
you know,
guess is they
for the
have,
events.
So the trucks are when we went.
Where did you guys go? You went
A
too?
couple months ago.
2 months ago. Yeah.
They're all the same or very similar.
Oh yeah, I think they're all the same truck. They just have a
Yeah.
different skin, like a different paint job,
Right.
or a different like one of them looks like a dog. They just like a different
Yeah.
body that they put on top of the truck.
Which makes sense because they're destroying them all the time. And so having like. this
Yeah.
sort
Do you
of-
guys want to do that here?
Well,
I think that.
we were just
they
talking
do
about-
that-
Jump your bus.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
If anybody here works for Monster Jam.
Monster Jam and just wants to come take a monster truck and I don't know.
Jump
We'll
some,
give you a
jump
free
my
place
bus.
to
jump a tractor.
Yeah.
we can jump a bus. No,
Jump-
not the tractor.
Have your tractor
I
jump
need the
the
tractor.
bus.
Oh, that would be bad. There's literally no suspension.
Dude, you could probably build a ramp on the bucket of the
Yeah.
Just
tractor
drive over.
and it would just like yeah.
Oh, like you turn the tractor.
Like
in the
like
ramp.
you go at the monster truck, it comes at you
just like
and it just like ramps over you and then into my bus.
that would be awesome.
That would be pretty
Or
sweet.
have your
I would-
bus jump.
I'm not doing that.
Oh.
So here's
I think there's
like
no suspension.
some of the
Throw
things.
a rock in there. Have it go straight.
Yeah, cinder block on the gas.
I feel
pedal.
like
And then put like a big cement thing so it stops
Oh, good idea.
right there.
at your property. What are you
Yeah.
trying to do? What's your goal?
I'm trying to clean it up right now, but
Why? What does that mean? Get dirty?
I got weeds and stuff everywhere, and it's just
Tumbleweeds?
yeah. No, not tumbleweeds, like poison oak. So I suffer from that.
Yeah.
Like I get
No way.
yeah. I
You
don't have any
actually-
right now. I just had it again because I don't wear long sleeves. I mess up.
Wait, why don't
sometimes.
you? Have you looked at any videos that people do to get rid of it?
Yeah, I
Can
mean,
you
they
spray them?
get
Goats?
goats. Yeah, I mean, I asked a goat guy. He's like, "Yeah, I'll come in August." He never even.
Do you have a fence?
No, not yet.
You probably need a fence for goats.
Mhm.
Yeah, I probably do. I don't know if I want a goat. You know, I actually contacted my fire department,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna try and create like a partnership where I get goats and then I just like bring them to other areas because they use goats.
Wait, fire departments?
yeah,
Really?
yeah. My fire department. There was a whole video
Brush
where
abatement.
they've been starting to use goats, and then I reached out to them. Then they gave me a guy's contact, and he doesn't even hit me up. So now I'm gonna like buy all these goats, and I'm gonna steal his contract, and I'm gonna I'm gonna be
Goat
the
farmer.
one.
Wait, this is a good scheme. I like this.
I'm gonna.
This is good.
He didn't help me out, so
And
I'm
when
like,
you're done with the goats, you can eat them.
I'm not gonna eat the goats. Man.
What do you
Is that
do?
how people make birria?
I don't know what's that.
It's that-
Birria?
It's that Mexican food.
Birria?
Birria.
Yeah.
Birria?
You never had that?
No.
Can we do one of those takes where we cut the video
And we're like at a Mexican
and
restaurant.
you try birria?
It's like the
We
big
could go
plate,
after.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
the spread or something. It's like a big
it's like, an taco.
skillet.
It's like in a taco.
Oh.
Like
You're talking about just like the meat.
Yeah, it's like
okay.
a meat. It's really good.
Goat? Or you don't know? What
I don't
it
think
is?
there's goat in it. Shit.
That's my glue.
I dropped my Gorilla Glue.
So you're trying to build like you want to live on it?
Not yet. I mean, there's a lot of things So if I want to live there,
Mm-hmm.
I got to get a road paved.
You have to.
You have to.
But the neighbor across that owns land, he's talking to me. He like got plans, like he's got like house plans and stuff. But he also has the same problem as me.
Mm.
But he wants to get that road built. And there was like a lot up there that they got the road built. So he's like talking to the guy that built the road.
About like using part of their driveway.
No, not that. Just like the contractor that built that road up there to like finish our road to like.
Can you just make a dirt road?
That's what I guess not. I don't know.
Why not?
Gravel?
There is a dirt road
every
already.
road starts.
There's already a dirt road.
What's wrong with the dirt
road?
road?
But they blocked it off.
Who?
The city. I don't know.
To your own land?
They say to build. No, it's like a dirt road. It's like a paved road, and then it goes to like a gate, and then there's a dirt road to there.
Yeah.
So it's like technically right there on a road. So if I got it paved, I have
You
like
can't
a driveway.
access your own property with a car.
I mean, I can if I open it, and I did try, but it
Bottomed out.
bottoms out.
So you
but
can't
people
open
can get
the
there
gate
with a truck.
It's
I-
not
Okay.
locked. It's
Yeah,
not.
I can get there with a gate. Yeah, I can open the
Okay.
gate up.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you could like. How much dirt would you need to make it better? Like, or could you just smooth it out?
Yeah, I've got a pickup truck.
To smooth it out.
Yeah.
It's like right before I get to the thing, because
Hmm.
I don't know. It's like right on the curve. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to see it, man.
So I think there's the rules that I know of because I think you got. It's a very funny series. I think you should. I mean, we talked a little bit about
What
it.
the pallets?
That was
Yeah,
my
just, like,
idea.
You basically
We go to
you're
Walmart,
living
steal a bunch
your-
of pallets, and build a fort.
Do they have them at Walmart?
Mhm.
Oh,
Everything's so expensive. Like everything is. So
everything
stupid.
is stupid.
I went to buy a 4-inch PVC fitting the other day, and I was with my dad, and he was like, "These things used to be like $8 or like a couple of bucks, and now they're like
16.
no, some of them are like $40 for like a
Jeez.
single 4-inch."
Imagine like the potato cannons you built as a kid.
Yes.
They cost like $60 to make
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
It's-
like
it's-
or more.
Yeah.
I
like,
used to
it's
love
crazy.
spending money on videos.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, I don't know.
Too much. Yeah. Well.
Like I would spend a few $100s on a meme, bro.
Yeah.
But now I'm like,
No.
I don't know about that.
But I honestly think that's like what to me is like the funniest thing to do with
Yeah.
property is like try to do it. Like what could you do? Because like number one, to actually build anything there and do
Mhm.
it like properly, you can't. It's too expensive. It's like
I can put like a shed there, like a
there's stuff you can do that like
Yeah.
even if you're not supposed to
A
do
shed
it,
would be
like you'll probably
cool.
never get in trouble for it.
120 square feet is like my limit, I think.
I was talking to a friend the other day, and he wanted to convert. There's like the house has like a indoor, like a small indoor pool, which is
yeah.
like horrible. It was like some 60s. It's not even a big house. It's just they put this like chlorine sponge that just absorbed all the pool chemicals into the walls and everything. It's a nasty little room. But the city basically said that it would cost like $30,000 to $40,000 just in permitting to convert like a. How big do you think that room was? Like
Not that big. It
couple
was
hundred
like
square
50 feet, 50 feet,
No,
30,
not
30
50.
feet long, 15 feet wide.
it had to be like 400 square feet.
Anyway, it was a
500?
small room, and they wanted.
How big is this room?
It's like 11.
It was like
by
two of these
12
rooms. This room, and then
This
add
is like
on-
100,000 or 120,000, 120 square feet in this
Oh.
room, maybe. So it was probably like four or five of these rooms.
Is it 120 square feet? This is big.
Well, it's
This
like
is a big
it's
room.
like 11 times
Yeah.
12.
So this is as big as your shed could be without.
That's
needing
how
a
big-
permit.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the shed, I just want like a couch, a pull-out couch.
Dude, this
Yeah.
would be like a nice man cave.
No,
you know?
I've definitely like thought about it, like building like a small, like
Yeah.
what's sort of a tiny house you could build appropriately. Where you start getting in trouble is plumbing.
Yeah.
So what the rule I learned,
There's a creek.
it was like, exactly.
What do you mean? I can't just dump shit in the
It's-
creek.
Oh no!
You can have a
No,
half
you can steal their
bath, or
water.
You can't have a kitchen and a shower. Like that's a no. I think you
Kitchen
can
and-
have a kitchen,
Not a shower?
and or you can have a shower. There's some rule where the instant you have like,
I
you
think
know, it's
like
like
a big stove.
Exodia.
I can't have like a big
You
stove.
can, I think,
Oh, on a tiny?
but if you then also have a shower,
Oh,
that's where the problem comes from. Is if you build the Exodia. So it's
What if
not-
it's like two different units? Can you
Outdoor
put a
shower?
bunch of sheds, 120 square foot sheds, like in a row?
Yeah, just
I
like
think you
separated
could,
by
yeah.
like that much.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like if you had an outhouse,
Yeah.
you could probably get away with it. I mean, someone at
Are
some point.
outhouses legal?
I don't think so.
I don't
See,
know.
it's why is everything so
Dude, I know,
complicated,
right? Like
man?
we used to be able to do anything. Like you used to be able to like climb a mountain and say like,
Yeah.
yeah, this is my mountain now.
Yeah.
Like I'm just gonna build a house in this forest and this is my forest
Yeah, I'm
now.
gonna blow a hole in the side of this mountain and pull a bunch of gold.
Yeah,
out
this is
of
my
it,
gold
and then
now.
Use arsenic to.
Like,
What do they use? Cyanide.
oh yeah, cyanide. Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's like
They used to just give out land for free.
Yeah.
Like what the hell?
Like, it's
Where's
not
my 80 acres? I want to
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah.
They just want us to rent, dude.
Yeah.
They don't want us to own anything.
Because like I think the general problem with dealing with like the local government like that is if you wanted to build something, you would pay the city more money for permission to do it than you paid for the property.
So you ask for forgiveness.
No, you build
Exactly.
something that you don't
Yes.
care if they make you
Oh.
destroy it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that yeah.
Did you know if you want to destroy something, you need a permit to demolish it too? Do you know if you built something and the city made you tear it down, you'd have to apply for a permit to tear it down?
Really?
Yes.
I can't just get rid of it?
No.
What if it accidentally just fell down overnight?
What if it's pallets?
Dude, it's psychotic. It's
Even
like
if it's pallets?
yeah. Apparently, there's like kind of a joke about like us getting a permit for a ceiling fan. Like there's like some kind of joke in
Do
the.
you need one?
I think
Probably because it's electrical,
Yeah.
right?
I think yeah. I actually think you need a permit to do literally anything.
Well, because like I think there's different brackets that hold ceiling fans
Yeah.
on, and you have to change those
Yeah.
to the new version when you do it, but you need a
So you have
permit
to go
do
up in the
that.
attic and then you spend,
Yeah.
then you go to the city and like they probably literally will not even send an inspector out for something that stupid.
I saw a really cool ceiling fan the other day that I
Yeah.
want
What is
so
it?
bad. It's like it's like 3 ceiling fans, but it's like powered by a motor and it's like chains, not chains, but like
I've seen those
3 fans
before.
together.
yeah, those are,
Uh-huh.
it could be like a few. It could be you could have a fan in this room and then you could have a fan in that room, but it's like what are those things called?
Like a chain,
Change
It's
range?
like a
chain.
belt.
A belt.
Okay.
They're
Okay.
like belt fan. They're cool, and then it just like it
Goes
moves a
between them.
belt and it moves the other fan. It's going off like a motor.
Sounds like
over there.
the ultimate
They're
the
cool.
finger remover.
They're cool, man.
If you can get your hand up past the blades, it gets stuck in.
Oh yeah.
It was cool.
Where did you see this?
It was in a restaurant.
Is that like that sort of seems
It's
like,
like
a
a
lot of
vintagey kind of thing. I have a video.
Was it like old school looking?
Yeah, it was cool.
Okay. That
But it
seems
was
like
cool.
an old school
It was
thing.
really cool.
I want to come work on your fort.
You want to
I
come?
wanna
You
help.
come.
Yeah.
that
You
sounds
guys gotta
fun.
come. I
Can we
mean,
rent a
could-
skid steer? Well, we could.
Dude, I get so paranoid even just digging stuff. I don't like.
Could we bring
digging.
your small
We
tractor?
could bring a small tractor.
Yeah,
I
I think so.
Yeah,
You
the
guys
big
gotta
one's too
come check
heavy.
it out first.
I think we could totally bring the small tractor.
Yeah, I could tow it
Yeah.
in your dad's trailer.
Yeah,
Or
You
at
guys
least,
really have to see what I'm dealing with first, though.
dude. I bet you with
I
that.
can't even get. Down
I don't want.
there,
I feel like
Yeah.
once we know, we're not going to want to do it. So we think we just have to show up
Okay.
with the tractor.
With a tractor,
Yeah.
or just rent a skid steer and
Mhm.
close by.
That sounds fun. Then we can dig like a hole. Like, what if you
Yeah.
made an underground portion, like a secret
Yeah.
hatch in your shed,
Then you're gonna
and
get.
it goes underground?
and then you
Yeah.
find gold down there.
Yeah.
And the government comes and sticks their whole fist up your butt. and
See,
says,
that's
"It's
where
our
you make
gold."
meth.
Yeah.
Is it
That's
Underground.
under the shed?
That's how I'm funding everything. I'm making
Uh-huh.
meth.
I had an old coworker in the LA area whose neighbor, they had this like bunker.
Yeah.
It was like a nuclear bunker in the backyard from the 60s.
Oh yeah.
And the dude was like making something there. It was either meth or some like psychedelic. And they made them they had to fill it with dirt.
Oh, really?
Fill it up.
Yep.
Wow, what a waste.
So they got
What
a
a
ton of
waste.
trouble. And they like one of the consequences was completely filling in the.
Oh man, that's
yeah.
the worst.
How much
Honestly,
money
like you have a
did they have
sweet
to- They have
bunker.
to pay money too.
Oh yeah, I mean to get that much dirt in.
Oh,
and
okay,
to
not
get
just
under.
the
I don't
dirt.
think it was concrete. Would have been really expensive.
Mm.
Dang.
But yeah, no, they had to. Or maybe it was concrete. I don't remember. They had to like
Pump it full of
Yeah.
something.
because it was like you can't even do stuff like that.
I've always wanted an underground
Yeah.
fort, bro. It's been like a dream of mine
Could've
since I
done it
was
in
a
the
kid.
60s.
Why
I don't
don't they
think.
allow it now?
Oh,
I mean,
'cause-
why wouldn't they allow one that already exists?
You know,
though? Like,
I-
that's like historic in a way. No?
Well, yeah,
Don't
but
you
I
wanna
mean, I guess
preserve
as
that?
long as it's like he got in trouble.
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess.
Yeah, it was the drugs.
Yeah.
The manufacturing drugs.
Well, like you can't do that nowadays because they're worried about
Yeah.
earthquakes and
Right.
like flooding and just let me have a basement.
I know.
You know,
You can like
let me have a fort.
I asked, so I was talking to like a structural engineer who does like houses and stuff because there was some stuff I wanted to try to build.
basement.
I asked the worst question and they stopped responding to me. I'm like, what, have you ever built like a tunnel before?
Tunnels are cool.
Yeah,
I know, but the rules, like, it has to be super reinforced because of earthquakes here, and so it's like a lot of concrete and rebar.
it's my own house. I don't care if I get like I want a tunnel. That's part of the risk. Is like I'm down playing
Can you
pool
get permits
underground.
for tunnels though?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I'll tell you,
you
the
can.
thing is, the government, they will take all your money. They will gladly let you do anything. They'll take your money and then they'll tell you, no, you can't do it. Like, that was actually one of the worst parts when I was asking them is you could spend like $12,000 on permitting to try to get something approved and then they get rejected.
Dude, you could build a tunnel that, like, you know, it would last. You could drive a semi truck through.
Dude,
that's like how you have to engineer it. You have to make it like
drainage pipe. Go get some old concrete drainage
I
pipes
know.
and make.
But
a tunnel.
they want it to be like up to engineering roadway specs, like a freaking tunnel under the Atlantic Ocean.
In my hometown,
yeah,
like I guess during like Prohibition, there's like a house, and then there's a tunnel that goes to a bar.
That's awesome.
It's really cool. I didn't know about that until recently.
That's awesome.
But there's no earthquakes, but they made them like seal up each side. But I want to go look at that and see that. That's really cool. I want to. They have those everywhere, though. I bet. Yeah. Every town. I'm sure this town has one.
Secret tunnel.
What if we have a tunnel between the two houses?
Yes, exactly.
You might.
Yeah, we might.
Oh my god, we need the ground penetrating art.
You guys should do
I
a
can't
tunnel.
talk right now.
We should. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, if you get a
Penetrating
permit,
radar.
do it
for what?
A tunnel. Get a tunnel.
The problem is the engineering and the stamps required and the cost of the permitting and approval from the city.
I mean, you know that George guy,
dude. They will bone you hard.
You don't think George knows somebody that builds tunnels?
No, but we could build a tunnel.
But those are like.
You wouldn't bore a tunnel. I don't think you could bore a tunnel through.
What do you mean?
Everything would collapse above it, unless you went really deep. Okay.
I could build a tunnel that I would feel extremely safe in. And it still wouldn't pass code. In fact, I could probably make something better than code, but it still wouldn't pass code.
Yeah.
Because it's not, I didn't get the permits.
Yeah. And they would make you, they would probably, a tunnel or something like that, it would be bad. You wouldn't want it. See, that's what you're probably, dude, I don't know, man.
Because we're talking about it right now, and they're going to fly drones over the house looking for secret tunnels.
Your property, you can basically do anything, right? Because let's say you build a shed out of pallets with hand tools, right?
Yeah.
Which is sort of like kind of the only way you can live in a house nowadays is buy a property and then don't pay the city any money because they'll just tell you, no, you can't build a house out of pallets. And you say, I'm going to do whatever I want. Mm-hmm. Then they come in, they find out, they tell you to tear it down. It's like, who cares?
Is there a way to get your property zoned where you can do anything you want?
No.
You can pay to rezone it, right?
I mean, yes, but no. That's another one of those things. You have to have you have to have public meetings where like people from the neighborhood come and like comment on turning your land into this other.
I can talk to all the neighbors, though, you know?
I figured something out.
If you like maxed out your charisma points, you might be able to do it. You know,
roll a 1.
Also, the city planners, they don't actually care. Like
here, I figured out.
Everybody could say like, yeah, we want him to turn his land into a chicken farm, and they still say no. We don't care.
You could do that. I think here.
Chicken farm?
Yeah.
You could do
it's agricultural.
Yeah, you could do agricultural stuff here, but it's not
what
farmland.
Is this one?
It is, they call it like
RD2?
It is
RD1?
It's rural exclusive.
Okay.
Which means you can have like livestock and stuff and chickens. I don't know where the line goes, but you ever heard like fuck you money?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure something you could do is you do whatever you want. Mm-hmm. The city says you can't do that. And you say, fuck you, and you sue them.
Yeah.
And then you keep suing them. And you keep suing them. And you keep suing them. And you keep suing them.
And it turns out it's cheaper if you to pay the court costs than it is for the permits.
Well, that's the fuck you money.
Yeah.
Because even if they'll never let you permit it, I don't know how high this would go, but I'm pretty sure you could literally just like lock it up.
Yeah.
With lawsuits, and you just do whatever you want to do.
Or they just discover it's like too much for them to fight, so they just cave in.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that it's like an actual strategy. I don't know, like, but I mean, it would cost a fortune, but like if you had enough money and you wanted to build a tunnel and someone said you can't build a tunnel, you just say like, okay, I'm going to sue you. And you just keep doing it. Like, what are they going to do? Send the police in there to fill the tunnel with dirt? And you say like, you know, you have to in the lawsuit prove that you can't do this. And you just keep.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you just keep the lawsuit going forever and ever and ever and ever.
Yeah.
Does the Constitution have anything?
That they literally do this in our government. It's a filibuster.
What do you mean?
They'll just make everybody stay in the building by just talking and talking and talking and talking, and like it's like a technicality that you can essentially make a decision. You can lock a decision up by never letting it close, and so you can say, yes, I understand that you don't want my tunnel, but I don't agree with you, so we're gonna go to court. And then we're going to stay in court. And then we're going to stay in court. And then we're going to stay in court.
And then they're going to try to close it. And you're going to say,
stay in court. And we're going to stay in court.
We're going to take it up to another court.
Yeah. And so you're like living in this sort of limbo state, but you have enough money to just keep burning. I mean, I guarantee this happens. And if anybody knows anything about this, I would be very interested because I feel like it's kind of the ultimate, F you to.
Didn't Donald Trump do something like that?
Probably, yeah.
It was like he built like a 100-foot flag pole on his property or something, and they said like you can't have that, only 50 feet tall, so he built like a 50-foot dirt mound and then put a 50-foot flagpole on it.
Funny.
And then they try to get you to stop, and then you do lawsuits.
I don't know if that's true. That might just be fake
no
news.
But I think it's a good example either way. Like the
yeah.
idea is you just keep doing things that technically are allowed,
yeah.
and you make it so that the decision can't be like made.
I think that's the funniest way to do it too.
Yeah.
Just things that are like technically allowed.
Malicious compliance.
Yeah.
Like building a 120 square foot building and then
right.
building another 120
I
square
thought
foot.
I thought it'd be fun to like, what if you did a series where you build something and you literally permit everything that's supposed to be permitted. So you go through like the horrible nightmare process of like, imagine you spend all your time in the city, like the city hall, and you're just you're like, yeah, I'm going to permit this light switch. I want to change my light switch cover. Like, where's the permit application?
Yeah, a story told in 57 permits.
Exactly. You document all the different things. You just sort of like make a mockery of
I
the
got
whole
this
thing.
nail here. I don't know if I can permit the nail.
Yeah.
Going into this.
Are those nails up to code? Do you have a material analysis on those nails?
Nail. And then here's the best part. You have to go through this nightmare to do all the stuff you want to do. You go and buy a house and it's full of asbestos, and that's just your problem.
So anyway, what we're trying to say is you don't need anybody's permission. No. Just build it.
Just do it.
Build it.
Do it.
Anyway, I want to tell you my idea for a fort that I've always had.
What?
So it's like an underground room. It's a dome made of glass, like tiled glass, like geodesic dome underground, and then there's a lake on top of it. So it's like you're like, yeah,
water on top,
like in the middle of the driveway. So you have like this big 100-foot lake in the driveway. The driveway goes around it, and then like underneath is the layer. Yeah,
that sounds like really expensive.
Like a wishing well.
So it'd only have to be like 10 feet deep.
Yeah. God, no, they would never. I can't even imagine the face of the.
They would never find it because it's underground.
But they'd be like,
maybe at night,
why do you have
if
this
there was
lake?
bright lights inside, they could find it.
Do you have a permit?
They could find it when all the bodies float up to the surface because my dome collapsed.
How much? Okay, let's say you just tried to build that. Like you'd have to have how much pressure is 10 feet down? I mean, how thick would the glass have to be?
It's not that much.
It's not. It wouldn't be horrible. 10 feet.
No, maybe like 20 pounds per square inch.
And you just build it.
I have no idea.
Steel, and then would the weight of the water prevent the panels from shifting due to the air underneath?
Yeah, I think so. I think like pretty much you could assemble it and just with use some rubber sealant and then just like put the windows on, and the water pressure would just like keep everything watertight.
Because the buoyancy of the air would.
Oh, I wonder like what's the trade-off, right? I think the air would always try to escape.
Because the air's not putting pressure on the panel.
I don't know. Yeah, this is pretty confusing now.
Because if you had a steel box.
No, I think the air would, no matter how deep
the air would want to go out.
Always. Yeah, it would try to get out more than the water would, more than the pressure would be trying to keep it in.
You want to capture the panels on the inside?
Oh my God, I don't know.
But what if let's say you have like a steel frame, like a square.
I feel like if it was a sidewall,
would want to go.
Would keep it on. Yeah.
Because buoyant force is going up.
Yeah.
So if you had,
you're just trying to get air in there.
We're trying to say how would you
We're trying to keep the air in there.
How would you capture the glass panels?
I mean, you could just like easily cap it on both sides, but I'm trying to think like what if.
No, but you still have to adhere the panels to something.
Yeah, you just use like silicone caulk and then
but that's not going to hold them in place.
Well, no, then you like put a C channel of aluminum. You like frame up aluminum.
Screw the aluminum in it.
Yeah.
Which way would it push on the side? Because the air would want to it would want to go out, but then the weight.
I feel like the water would keep the glass panel on the side, but not on the top.
You don't think the water would just push everything down?
Well, I don't know. It's like, imagine a balloon underwater just wants to rush up.
He's calling my mom.
Yeah, my mom just called me too.
God, piss off, mom.
You should answer.
Oh yeah, the one time.
Share
I was
with the
talking to my
class.
mom.
Oh yeah.
I have like anxiety right now.
Our dog died. Oh, yeah.
Jeez, I have anxiety right now. My mom called. I don't know why.
I like the underwater. I think I took a fluid dynamics class.
Yeah.
And it's really hard because it's all empirical evidence. Like all of fluid dynamics is charts. If that makes any sense. Like there's not really any math. It's just based off of charts.
Oh, okay.
Like coefficients, like drag coefficients and stuff. Everything is based off of experimental data.
Can we just make like a little prototype?
Yeah,
like a
that's
fish
the
tank?
right way. Yeah.
Get a fish tank and
That is.
Yeah.
build it up.
Honestly.
You could do the math. I think it would be faster to actually do it in a fish tank though. Because in a fish tank the water is pushing the walls out. Right?
Yeah.
So water here means wall that way. So
Mhm.
if you put water here and then the wall is here, it would push it in.
Okay, imagine that you have this underwater and it's full of water, and then you started
Yeah.
pumping air into it.
Yeah.
I think the air would just like bloop, like it
Out
would-
the top.
out the top.
But would it push out the side?
So if the top was sealed and you started pumping air into it, would it start coming out of the sides once the air got down to that point? I think it would.
Like you would push out the sides?
Yeah. Like if the top was capped, sealed,
Yeah.
totally sealed, and then you started pumping air in, and the water could come out of the bottom or something. So I think
Right.
like once the air got down to those like window sections, those glass sections, it would push out the top of those panels.
Okay, so I'm confused. So is it like a square?
No, it's
imagine
like
a
it's like
square.
a
No, but
yeah,
let's simplify it with a
yeah,
square.
a
Okay, so
square.
imagine like a square.
Yeah.
So if you put a piece of glass,
People live here. You put this.
Yeah. So
glass
let's
on
say
the
let's say
top.
you make it out of like a 90-degree angle metal, right? So you can either put the glass on the top or on the inside.
Okay, so let's take a storage container. We'll take
Yeah.
a storage container. Take the top. Put some glass on the top,
Yeah.
and then
And you
let's
fill it with air.
put some sides up.
Yeah.
Put a
Yeah.
little swimming pool. People can swim.
They
I feel
could.
like they
That could
have
be
swimming
interesting.
pools like that. Like that's been
Yeah.
built. So maybe you can copy what they've done with that.
I bet you this like if you were to actually do this the right way so you could keep it forever and not get in trouble,
Yeah.
it would be a fucking nightmare.
Oh my god, it would be like 8-inch thick acrylic walls or something.
I
like
bet you
that
that they would make you hire some like hotel contract, some contractor that just does crazy shit and would be like really like an actual like
Dude,
super professional
like
engineering
the person
firm.
that designed like SeaWorld or something like
Yeah.
that. Like the rides that go under the
Yeah.
aquariums.
Because like you could do all the math.
Yeah.
You could simulate it.
Oh
Go
yeah.
fuck yourself.
Yeah. Then you got to
You
get an engineer.
You have to
yeah.
get a stamp.
I think you get a storage container.
I could do this in Fusion
shipping
360.
Get a shipping container.
Yeah.
And
No, you just weld out of steel.
put some wheels on the bottom so you can move it anytime.
Oh yeah, it's a movable structure. So it's
Oh
okay.
yeah.
And then put like a little ladder, and then
Do
you can go
you-
swimming on top.
Do you
Wait, what
need
about
a
a
permit to
semi-truck?
put a thing under a pool?
Yeah, get a
I don't know.
semi-truck.
I don't think you
need
do.
a
Do I need a
for
permit
what?
to take
You
a shit in a
probably-
pool?
No,
No,
I
but you
think it's
need
just
permit.
frowned upon. I don't think you need a permit for that.
Well, you could probably park a semi-truck trailer on your property.
Yeah.
They sell those for like $1,000 on Facebook Marketplace.
Really?
Yeah, like $1,500.
Yeah.
50
Shut
feet, 50
up.
feet long, 8 feet wide.
Just the trailer?
Just the trailer. Yeah, I think you could get away with that.
I think I could get away because I was thinking about movable. I was thinking about movable structures.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
'Cause that was a way to do it.
You can have a. I mean, there's
Because there's like,
the tiny house loophole. They closed that one, I think.
did they?
Yeah, because you're not. You can store a motorhome on your property, but you're technically not supposed to live in it.
Okay.
But
What-
also, I don't think anybody would ever know unless the neighbors complained.
How do I take a storage container? Because I'm actually interested in those.
A
too.
shipping container?
A shipping container, yeah. But how do you make that like a legal place you can sleep in?
Permits.
Oh, it needs to be a
Yeah,
permit.
and they might not let you do it.
Okay.
I mean, they might, but they might not.
You just don't let them know.
Maybe
Yeah.
my city's
No,
cool.
Well, then you're freaking boned.
Okay, how about this? I run from
Oh, yeah,
mayor of
'cause-
my
yeah.
city,
Yeah.
and then I do whatever I want.
You know,
Dude, you get my vote.
I had an idea to. There's a place that should have a crosswalk next to us,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I was thinking like, wow, it'd be funny to like run for some kind of like city council thing.
Just do it.
Like just push to get this crosswalk installed and then just quit.
Oh yeah, then quit. I was gonna say, did you have a full-time job?
Yeah,
after
you just
doing that?
leave.
I was
yeah.
thinking I could probably like I've got enough free time,
Yeah.
enough money. I could probably like run for city government
Yeah.
and win.
Yeah, and then just
And
you're
then
like,
what?
this sucks and just leave.
I know.
Get someone else in there.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I think like I get it, like I know why the rules are there, but even though the rules are there, half the stuff that gets done anyways is garbage. Like my dad does handyman work, and like the stuff he talks about is like it's just horrible. Like the craftsmanship.
Oh yeah.
Like they can tell you it's like composites, you know, like making fiberglass or something. Like you can have a design, you can have a plan, and then you send some guy in there to build it, and they use like zinc coated nails on the outside on a patio, and they rust in a couple of years. Like the patio cover in front of the sliding door of your place.
Oh yeah.
They basically just used like normal crappy steel brackets.
Yeah, and it
at
like
the bottom.
yeah,
they're completely
like in contact
rusted
with the concrete.
right on the concrete. They are
Yeah.
completely rusted through. Like you could kick those legs out and it needs to get
Yeah.
fixed at some point. And it's like that's how people do it. Like you get all the permits, all the designs, somebody just does it completely wrong, and like yeah, that's fine. Like it doesn't like nothing
the inspector
matters.
just comes and makes
Yeah.
sure that the disconnect for the air conditioner is within 6 feet of the air conditioner.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything more than that, they don't care. They're not crawling up in the attic.
So it's just
Another thing that
Yeah.
pisses me off. About,
Yeah.
You can't have solar, really. You have to like have permission.
yeah, dude. Yeah, you
What?
just
So yeah, it's
What do you
so
mean?
dumb.
Like you can't
It's
just
the
have
sun.
you
know?
can't just have a solar panel.
Yeah, I guess they own the sun.
you can move the solar
Bro.
panel.
They own the sun. They own the diamonds. They own
If
the
you the instant you made it permanent, like if you wanted to put a post in the ground and mount a solar panel to it, you probably technically would need a permit.
Yeah.
If you did it with just one, you'd be fine.
Or
Probably.
wheels.
If you put it on wheels or just put them on the ground, you'd be fine. Are you talking about hooking to the grid with solar?
I don't want the grid at all.
Yeah.
Do they
Off
even
the
let
grid,
you? Do they even
man.
let you build if you? Like, what if you?
you need more
what if you-
permits.
What if you did the Tesla solar
Yeah.
and that's it? Would they even allow that?
Yeah.
Because they do the permit. Or do I need to have a?
I think it
Okay,
gets
so-
more complicated when you
so-
want to tie into
no,
the grid.
Here, I think. Well, no.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know how exactly this is. I think maybe only one half of this. Let's say you built let's say you bought a house
Mhm.
and it is connected to the grid.
Yeah.
And you put a bunch of solar panels and batteries on it so that you don't need to use the grid, and so you disconnect from the grid.
Yeah.
I think they still charge you a minimum every month.
Oh, they do.
I don't know if you can actually truly disconnect from the grid, or if you don't use any power. Like I know if you don't use any power, they still charge you a minimum.
It kind of makes sense.
But what if you have them
So
actually
dumb.
disconnect you?
Well, actually, it doesn't make sense anyway. Because the reason they do that is because they're
Yeah.
like, oh well, we we need this money to keep maintaining our
Yeah,
infrastructure.
so that it can burn the whole town down.
Yeah, but that's the government gave them all the money to build infrastructure
Yeah.
in the first place.
No, it was already built.
Oh yeah, and then a new power company came in.
Bought it, and they've been using 100-year-old infrastructure that they didn't pay for.
Yeah. Mm.
I love solar. I think
Yeah.
it's such a cool.
I think you could not connect to the grid. The sewer would be a problem because if there's sewer, you have to
Septic
connect
tanks?
to it. You can't. They probably won't let you if there is sewer available.
It's not.
Then
It's
you
like
would have
up
to
the
do,
street.
Then you
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to do if
there's
they
some-
then you would have to do septic tanks.
But that's more off grid too, right?
Yeah,
Septic
you
septic.
could probably do like storage tanks, like above ground storage tanks would probably be okay.
Oh man, then what do you do with that?
You'd have to have a truck
Some-
come
yeah,
and
someone
pump
just
it.
Pumps it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Septic is like that would probably cost you like
Yeah.
$15,000 to $20,000. Isn't that crazy?
It's like 10. I think 10. I think everything's 10.
10 for a brand new septic tank?
Oh, I'm
No
just like
way.
saying to get everything.
No.
My friend's just like $10,000. Just
For a
think about
septic
that.
tank?
Just for like a water meter, septic.
Yeah, everything. 10,000 each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Each.
That's
Oh,
that's
each,
Pretty
low.
much
yeah.
like a 10,000 rule.
I would
Yep.
say
Mhm.
in general, everything at the low end is $10,000 everything you want to do,
Mhm.
which is insane.
Did you know that we have an affordable housing crisis?
Yeah. Do you want to know
Currently-
something?
You can't build houses affordable.
Do you know like
They
wha-
do laws actually. There's like a new thing
Yeah.
where you can actually you build it like whatever
Granny flat?
the accessory. Yeah.
Yeah, the ADU.
Yeah.
There's like
JADU they
you
call
get
it.
like discounts.
I know.
They'll give you like $30,000.
So
I think.
here is like I remember I complained about this directly to the city, and they were like, "Oh, well, you should come to the hearing where we're deciding stuff." I'm like, absolutely not.
You're a bad citizen. Bad citizen. Shame.
There's a thing. You've got an ADU, which is an adjacent dwelling unit, I think. Accessory dwelling unit.
Additional? I don't know.
No, I think accessory dwelling unit. Then you've got a JADU, which is junior accessory
Japanese
dwelling unit. It stands child. It's a Japanese. It's junior. So an ADU is a separate structure from the main house, and I think as long as you have enough space, they pretty much have to give it to you if you follow the rules.
Okay.
The JADU has to be a part of the main structure, and it has to be made from pre-existing space. So let's say you have a garage and you want to convert that into a JADU, they will let you do that. And there's like some affordable housing stuff that says if you have extra space that you're not using, like you don't use the garage, who doesn't use the garage for just crap, you can convert it into a livable dwelling and you can rent that out, or you can live in it, whatever you want to do.
Could you build it like 4 stories tall?
It doesn't matter as long as it's pre-existing space. If you're building a new home, you can design a JADU into it and get it approved. So you can build a brand new structure with a separate part of it that is designated as a junior ADU. But if you want to build onto your existing house as a JADU, you can't do it. So you have to build the space, get it permitted as like a bedroom or something, and then come back once it's done.
Oh my God, I hate permits.
So you have to go through 2 steps. Instead of just saying, I want to build a second floor and turn it into a JADU, or I want to build a room above the garage and turn it into a JADU, you have to just build a room above the garage that kind of conveniently has all the plumbing there, but not really.
Yeah. What if you make a vlog about your whole thing that you're doing building a house, and then you just use like all the ad revenue to just like keep paying the fines on the permits? So you just like keep going as far as you can, and like the more money you make, the more fines you can afford to pay.
Dude,
so you can start doing
like
some crazy
charge
shit.
You like hundreds of dollars a day.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably do that. Like if you're getting some good views on your videos.
You need really good views. To be able to.
But it's like the people versus the man. You know,
you have a Patreon for paying the permitting.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll find a way, man.
I would just make go full caveman mode, dude. Just pallets. I really think dude, put a trailer on the Tesla, like get a little dinky trailer, like get a hitch welded to it, get a shitty little trailer that it can drag around. Go steal pallets from grocery stores. That's where Kevin and I get ours. We literally go to the local grocery store and steal pallets.
Get them.
And then
you can also buy them at the
I don't know
warehouses.
where you buy them. I don't know where you buy them.
Like
all I know is you find them behind grocery stores. That's the only
I'd rather
place
get
where
them
they
for
come
free.
from.
I think that'd be more
No
fun.
one will ever convince me that there's a place that sells pallets. Have you paid for a pallet before?
No.
Okay, good.
No. But I'm saying, I mean, I also haven't stolen any.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
They're free. They're throwing them away, aren't they?
I don't know. I don't know. If there's a pallet law expert here, tell me, are you allowed to take the pallets that are like behind a store? They're the kind of ratty ones, not like the nice plastic ones.
I think
like
the answer is no.
What are you, an expert in pallet law?
We put our high vis vests on.
Where'd you go to pallet school? Pallet Town?
Yeah.
That's a Pokemon town, you idiot.
Treated lumber pallet town. Anyways, I think borrowing pallets,
just building,
and just like,
yeah.
I mean, dude, imagine like,
what do you do for the walls? Just like this thin plywood?
More pallets.
Pallets? Oh, like rip off and fill in the gaps.
Yeah, fill in the pallets. So you just stack the pallets together, kind of like however you would want to attach them with like metal brackets or just more wood.
You could probably fill the space in between them with dirt and clay.
No.
Yeah, it's
or
like
I wouldn't do,
because you don't want it to be too greasy.
Don't they have like spray insulation?
Yeah,
Alex,
but dirt's cheaper.
You're doing this on a budget.
Yeah.
You could literally shred styrofoam or shove stuff in there. You could like build walls out of like beer
you can use all the dirt you want, but
Yeah.
you have to take the gold nuggets out and give it to the county.
Yeah.
Is there a way to make insulation? Because it kind of looks like cotton candy.
Insulation.
So what if you had like
It is. That's how they make it.
Salt. Oh, they make it with the cotton candy machine?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
the government doesn't
that's
want
how
you.
insulation's made.
The government doesn't want you to know this, but you
Really?
can
It's
just
like
go up and
it's a
your
massive
attic is
industrial
full of cotton
machine,
candy.
yeah.
It's not cotton candy.
They have a high speed spinning wheel.
It's that, right?
And they pour molten glass and it like violently sprays it out and it forms thin strands.
So we just make it. That'd be kind of funny.
Well, we
tried.
Oh, you tried?
Yeah, he melted down a bunch of lava rocks and
Yeah.
poured them in a cotton candy machine. It just slung the like big
Oh,
globs
damn.
of rock out.
But dude, insulation is just crap. Like every time we were we do HelloFresh, and I think they've changed it up. But it used to come with, I think there was like styrofoam for a bit, and then they had some kind of cardboard based insulation.
Oh yeah, it's like I don't know, like fiberglass, but it's made out of
It's like
cardboard. It's kind of cool.
It's like cellulose. It's like sort of shredded packaging. You could like straight up. I think some Amazon packages use that for padding too. You could like actually use trash for insulation. Like not joking.
Be smelly.
No, just like wrappers or like what is
cans?
Cans like stacked side by side.
Yeah.
You just want to stop like the airflow.
Oh, okay.
Basically, like think of like little bubbles to trap.
Or bottles.
Yeah, bottles.
Not plastic bottles, a bunch of those.
Styrofoam, like you can just chunk up styrofoam, anything that keeps the convection from happening. So it'll still conduct through, but convection is like when one side is hotter than the other, it'll like cause air to draft and move.
You could fill it with like weeds.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be really cool. Have it glass, but then like put a bunch of like wine corks.
Yeah, you could do wine corks.
I've seen people do that.
But have it glass.
Yeah.
Well, but you're
got to be an alcoholic.
Your house has got to be made of trash.
Yeah, it'd be wine corks.
And
really
bottle caps.
I wonder if you could use like crushed or like aluminum cans.
That one crushed would be too dense.
It'd be trashy though. If you have the glass panel, it'd be a little trashy.
You gotta hide it though.
You could do that for a sunroof.
Yeah.
What? Oh,
I think just styrofoam, or like even those like the bubble packages from like Amazon packages where they inflate them.
Oh yeah.
You could like shove that in there. God. That would probably
see if you had goats, you could like shave the goats and use
shove
like
the fur in there.
Like well, those would have to be sheep.
You could probably use clothes, like thrift store, like shredded clothes, even.
Oh. How long have you been going? This is a long episode, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys.
Oh shit.
You guys, why don't you pay attention to the time?
I don't know. I was getting heated about permits.
Oh gosh, who let him get started on permits?
I don't know.
This is the worst.
Permits.
This is our anti-government episode.
William, you don't let William talk about anything related to permits, housing, building, contractors.
I just want free healthcare and be able to build a tunnel.
Yeah.
Why can't we? I want the good parts. Give me the good
all
things.
guys
Don't even get me started on healthcare.
Let me do things that will send me to the hospital.
Dude, I would trade healthcare for a tunnel.
Yeah, well, you don't even.
I would trade healthcare rights for tunnel rights.
Healthcare rights, so. You don't get either of those.
Healthcare.
Right?
I will trade education. For my right to build a tunnel.
Yeah, that's what they used to do back in the day. I want that back. Yeah.
Education?
They would put kids in the tunnel. Actually.
Yeah. Yes. That's what they learned.
That's how they got the tunnels dug.
Yeah.
Kids.
They learned the harsh.
They're perfect tunnel
reality
size.
Of life. Get in the tunnel and keep digging.
It's like Minecraft. That's what they did back then.
An extra hour and you get an extra piece of bread.
Imagine this: you work for the government, a CIA. Okay.
Yeah.
And you go to Mexico or whatever, and you bring some people back. Like, we're gonna start selling drugs here.
Yeah.
Build the tunnel.
Yeah. CIA.
Then you bust them for building tunnels, and then you take over the tunnel.
I'm pretty sure that's what they do. That's what they did. That's what they did with the cocaine, right?
Oh, okay.
They like brought it in. Wasn't there
just to build the tunnels? And
no.
Then
yeah.
I think the government does a lot of bad things.
They do terrible.
Yeah. I think the government has done some sort of extreme entrapment level stuff and then pats himself on the back. Like,
see, we got the tunnel built. Got it built for free.
It's like the local police department lets the local drug dealer get big enough where he buys a Lambo and then they bust him and take his Lambo.
They confiscate the Lambo. Now they put a police light on
it. That's exactly.
Dude, genius.
That is smart.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching this episode of the Safe Third Podcast. I hope you.
I hope you build a tunnel.
I hope you. I don't even know.
There's a lot. So just to recap, we talked about meth, tunnels, permits,
vlogging,
a lot of government things.
People don't like government things.
A confusing variety of government things.
What was this episode?
If you want to support us on Patreon, we have an extra that we recorded that is already up at this point. I think of which liquor tastes best in cereal.
I think I finally gotten over that hangover.
Did you actually have a hangover?
Yeah, for the first 6 days.
What were the liquors?
It was bad.
I didn't.
Like
I was
fine. There was Jägermeister. There was no rum. Was there rum? No, was there rum? There was gin, vodka, and there was like Lucky Charms, Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
It was a whole variety.
I bet the Jägermeister was the best.
It actually was not horrible.
I think it was rated number
weird.
2 or 3.
Okay.
Had some toothpaste energy.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that would actually have like a better Lucky Charm flavor.
Lucky
it's
Charms,
minty, isn't
the
it?
Bailey's is really good.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
I'm
Bailey's
sure.
was in Lucky Charms. Is that what it was, or was it Fruit Loops?
The Lucky Charms.
Okay.
Yeah. So support support us on Patreon and you get extra content that we are now going to record every single week. I swear to God. Then you can go check out Alex.
Sure.
Go watch it and see. Now you got pressure to make videos.
Yeah.
Yep. Now I got.
You got
pressure.
His new video's coming out. What day?
Whenever it does.
Oh,
I have a
Jesus.
song coming out.
Yeah, about what?
It's
Can you sing it for us?
Christmas?
no, it's not Christmas. I'll
Thanksgiving?
show it to you.
Thanksgiving song?
I'll show it to you. No, it's not. It's not done yet though. So.
And then tickets to Open Sauce 2024 are for sale now, and the price.
Can
will
I have
go
a
up.
booth?
Yeah, you can have a booth.
I'm gonna have a booth.
What do you want? What are you gonna do at your booth?
Kissing booth?
So I'm working on a
Do different types of installation made of trash.
Like a
could-
science fair project.
Yeah.
we can do like several different things on the
Okay.
booth.
How many booths do you want?
Kissing?
We can do your water
Wheel?
fish tank.
Oh,
yeah.
Instead of doing math, we just have little models.
yeah.
Bunch of models, yeah. And then
Kissing booth.
no kissing booth.
No. Then you can't have one.
Hand holding
A
booth?
hand-holding
hissing booth.
Oh,
Okay, I like
hissing
that.
booth.
Just a bunch of snakes. Oh wait, actually, that's
Cats,
funny.
Cats and snakes, and you have to figure out which one it is. Which one you want to pet.
It's
a
just a
dark,
box.
it's a dark room.
Dark hole you put your hand in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to build a train. Not a train, like my own little way to go down.
Or like a mine cart kind of thing.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Like,
so mine cart.
yeah.
But I can't understand how trains work right now. Trying to figure it out. I'll show you actually a model I have outside.
Okay.
I brought it.
You did?
So-
Okay,
Nice.
I'm excited.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you
All right.
guys on the next week's podcast. Bye.
Bye.